Is that so, Timmy? Are you upset that you're not allowed inside because you're a monster? I see. Well done, then. Should be fine for now.
It has begun.
It has begun? Could you get me a drink?
Yeah, what kind of drink do you want?
The type that is soda-y and liquidy.
Soda-y and liquidy. Got it.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna put this back in the fridge. We can have it later. Is that okay?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, she liked it.
Sorry?
She liked the cake.
Oh, well,
I
fuck
was
me.
like, go ahead.
All hers.
Yep.
Mary likes food. I don't know if I've said that yet today. But Mary really likes food.
Oh. Got my Red Bull mix.
Very nice.
I should put my phone on a little quieter.
Nah. Put her on as loud as she will go. So we got marshmallows. Don't go to sausages now because Timmy's out and Timmy's going to eat them if we do. Timmy hunt a sausage like he was hunting a squirrel.
Yeah.
Is this okay?
That's good. Yeah, I'll take the grape.
Grape juice.
We're on YouTube? Yes.
Steven picks grape juice.
Yes.
Who texted you that?
Yeah.
Say, who texted you that?
Texted me.
He said, are you on YouTube? And he said, yes.
Yes, I was just, yeah. I was going to check to make sure I can watch the stream or like check in.
Gotcha.
Oh, I should send this link to Mary, and then she can tune in if she wants. Yeah. I was gonna. The echo.
I don't think you can see chat, Chandra. We can kind of see chat, but not quite well enough yet.
Yeah.
We can say whatever we want. Oh, no. Can't believe you guys. Don't know why you would do that. Also, the phone is catching, like, the side of the... What do you want to call it? It's catching the side of the tripod.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's right under her, like, PNG tuber.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
What? What's wrong?
My face is ugly.
Your face is beautiful. You know, blonde is always my least favorite. Fuck you, Trenda! Did it just die?
I don't think so.
Let's get to live. I think I actually paused it.
Fuck my eye today.
Now I get all the smoke. All right.
Ha ha.
Ha ha.
Take that.
Oh, it is buffering though.
No, you're good. I'm watching.
Yeah,
You're watching? All right.
Yeah, I got it.
Let me prepare my beautiful.
Let me catch up.
My beautiful.
Oh, you're eating the fucking caviar already?
Well, I want
Oh, yeah,
to,
that's
you know.
right.
Get it done?
Now we have to make sure that I'm putting enough on, you guys.
Chat pulled up.
Oh, it did just get to that.
The buffer. The buffer. The buffer. Ooh, I love the buffer. Are we ready?
We're definitely lagging behind, but like that's okay.
That's
There's,
good,
a,
yeah.
there's a good delay. Whose boots? That
Matt's
is Matt.
boots.
Yeah.
Look, I have boots too. Look at my ankles.
Oh,
For free.
Whoa.
for free?
You're crazy.
Tell we're all tired.
Yeah.
It's been a busy day. We only toppled over like 12 trees.
Yep.
I know. If you were not there, I would pan out and show them the sunset.
S'more? No.
I can move out of the way.
No.
No,
Yeah, if you want me to.
I don't know.
So you can lift up the camera more? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I want to show everyone a beautiful view.
Oh. No.
How about I take everyone on a little walk first?
No.
No.
No, because I'm mean.
Guys, sure, this is Matt. He's mean.
We need super chats. We need money.
You're not even monetized, Matt.
Oven's free, bitches.
I'd like to state that Matt has entered his grumpy era.
Oh, I have entered in my like Scrooge McDuck era. Ugh.
So I feel like this is not as bad. Oh, did I grab the hose? Oh, we have the hose.
It's always
Yeah, we're
over
good.
there.
Yeah, well, it's gonna probably collapse here.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
That's okay. Take that.
Take that.
That's what I
Take
say.
that.
Give the kitty cat some caviar.
You could give
Why
the
would
cat
you do
some
that?
caviar.
That's rude.
Hey,
That's rude. The cat would love it. My cat loves fish.
What?
never mind.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Ooh, look at that fire.
You know, I can mute the audio for like 2 seconds.
Just watch it, you can. It's not a big of a deal. Not a big of a deal. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Nom, 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 nom. I don't know how YouTube stream works yet. Me neither.
We're
She
learning.
grows on you. I mean, I wouldn't call this growing on me quite yet. Let's not get that optimistic, but
Old grows on you too. Didn't mean you, for the record.
I have cute ankles. Frost says I have cute ankles.
Yay!
Frost knows things.
Frost knows things.
Show your ankle more, Matt. It's gonna be way here. Yeah, there you go. Let me
Oh,
see.
baby.
Let me make
you
sure
want
that's in,
that.
maybe make sure that's in frame.
I think it
Oh
is.
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Let's
there you
go.
You like those? You like those ankles, boys?
I want s'mores now. Yeah. Do we get alerts? Did I do alerts
Did
properly?
you set up alerts?
I thought they were set up.
Well, I'm going to assume you didn't do them. Can I pass you?
Or a tumor, says Trinda. It grows on you like a
The
baby.
tower.
Ah.
No, it's okay. I'm just gonna use
Matt
this to
toppled the tower.
move stuff. Sorry, there's gonna be some kick up.
That's okay.
Moldy area.
It works. It'll do its job.
Oh, yes.
I have everyone to see
We don't want a tall fire. We
that
don't
I'm
want
finishing
fire.
the cracker. It's all done. I did not put any of it out because I'm at break
Sorry,
time.
I'm just checking the heat. Yeah, we're good. Okay.
Careful, Pick. If you show off your ankle, that's like 30% of your body that you're.
Whoa! Shots fired. Might as well have been a face reveal.
I have to kick my face in the fire. It'll be the last.
Stick my face in the fire. The best selfie ever.
Burn my face for the face reveal.
You'll never know who I am again.
I feel like that's what he was. Bird. I think he was just disfigured.
He was just ugly.
Never mind.
His OnlyFans career was ruined. So never mind. It's Bean.
Hi, Midge. She's eating more of it just to make you happy. No, I'm eating more of it because I'm a loser, and I lost badly. I've never had my butt handed to me that hard in Mario Party. Like, I was just saying this to Matt. Normally, I'm like trash at the mini games, but I'm really lucky. So I kind of make up for it outside of that, but
Not this time.
I stole all the luck. That was mine.
You had
Sure did.
great luck.
That was
today.
that was
insane.
freaking amazing.
The opening turn, I'm like, if I lose this, that's gonna be insane.
I don't like how that marshmallows were touching.
Why? Don't judge the marshmallow.
It's drooping, okay?
It's doing just fine.
Oh.
He's old. It droops.
Just get a block of cream cheese, pour some. Yes!
What?
Frost! Oh, Frost understands. Frost knows the cream cheese salsa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was literally talking Pick's ear off about this today. I'm like, Pick, because Matt and Pick went to the stores this morning. And I was like, I should have gotten you guys to get cream cheese because, yeah, you do cream cheese and then salsa and then cheese. And you heat it up in the oven, and it's like the best dip in the world, and it would have been gone so good with that habanero dip.
You got a good brown going. I like it.
It's starting. The rest of the mushroom ain't doing so well.
Because it's rotate-ing. You made it all droopy.
You mean it's droopy? I'm gonna brand you.
Claim me as yours, Matt. I'm ready.
Okay.
Also,
see, you
Extra crispy.
You fucking ruined it.
Just a little extra crispy.
you know, when I was a kid, I used to let them on fire on purpose because I really liked the Airy segregates her marshmallows, confirmed.
It's true.
But
It's
also,
true.
yeah, I'm really hoping that we're gonna have fun with YouTube short streaming.
Oh yeah.
I'm happy that I got my little PNG tuber to work.
Yeah.
You guys don't understand. Matt and Pick did all the hard work of setting up the fire, and I sat on my computer and sweared it.
Did we even work?
Yes, we did. We worked very hard to set up this.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah.
It took so much hard work.
So much hard work.
I had to burn myself a couple times. I had ripped the
Actually,
logs
you
in half.
did though. You did.
You burned yourself? Why'd you do that, man?
I don't burn my.
You just said you did. Play along.
Yes,
I've heard
yes.
talks
Mhm.
about cream cheese, but I've never had it before. Does it actually taste like cheese? Oh, Trinda, if it didn't take more than a week to get to you, I would send you cream cheese.
Cream cheese is like. I'm trying to think of a good way to describe it.
It's like a combination of butter and cheese. It does not
Yeah.
taste like cheese, though.
It doesn't taste like cheese.
I would say it's more like
Sour cream. It's closer to sour cream
Yeah.
in texture, I would say. Little thicker
Yeah.
than sour cream. But,
super thick sour cream.
Mhm. Doesn't taste like sour cream, but
Does not taste like sour cream, but
no.
Good. Yes.
oh,
This is acceptable.
You want to kiss that face, Ari, really bad? All that mallow.
all that mellow. Oh yeah, you
Come here, baby.
wiggle those eyelids.
Come here, baby.
Wiggle those eyelids.
Clean me off.
Clean me off. Suck me dry.
Okay, that's not what I was thinking.
I didn't realize Berto was around.
That's exactly what I was
That
thinking
fucking
of too.
slut. Wait, can we get banned on YouTube for that?
I don't know.
I don't think we can if we're not monetized.
Guys, nobody heard that, okay?
Monetize.
We have cream cheese over here. I can get on my own, despite how it might appear. We have more things than salt and fish face. I don't know, man.
That's a lie.
I don't know, man.
Lies.
Those chips are delicious, though. I've grown fond of the mushroom chips.
That's what they use to stone their prisoners. Their liquor.
It's sweeter, though, not sour. It's a spread. Yeah. Yeah.
There's
Also, Japhon, go to bed if you need to go to bed. If anyone's subscribing and the notifications aren't happening, please let me know, because we will make you wish more. In your honor.
I'll open up your YouTube page, and then if I see the number go up, we'll make some more.
We'll make it more. Thank you. Ah. We also have chocolate. That's true. I was gonna say, should I pull up some of that orange chocolate to make some more on? That'd be delicious.
That's a tough call because that chocolate's really good on its own.
I was also thinking that we could make the mousse into a s'more.
Yes! I was beat by a moose.
I was beaten by a moose once.
That's every time, brother.
Oh, can I have a marshmallow?
Yeah, sure.
I haven't had. What are you doing?
I don't fucking know.
I haven't had. A camper.
Camper, wrong
All
road.
right, which one of you is driving past, scoping out our property?
Well,
Is
you
this
gun?
the famous streamer, Prairie Airy, with her 54 YouTube subs?
You have like 800 here.
Yeah, it's like you have a pretty good amount. You're almost at 1,000.
What?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
You're like at 820.
What?
Yeah.
826.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
You know.
I'm sure I knew at some point, but I was like, no.
She's like, why would I need to keep track of my subs? That's something for peasants
No,
to
that's
do.
something for no. No,
All right,
that's not
log's
it
going
at
in.
all. Oh, your log's going in.
Yeah.
Pig's dropping a log on the fire. Pig.
Oh,
Oh, are
my
you
eyeballs.
okay? Oh no.
It's just smoke.
What the heck, man?
What
How
are
dare
you
you do
What are you
that?
doing?
Fish getting in your
You're fucking wrong.
This is true, but you know, often I like touch the logs near the fire.
Oh, I just like my own stream. That's awkward. Guys, like my stream now, please. There's 3 likes on my stream. It can't just be me. I can't be the self-liking streamer. That's gross.
No, that's how it is on YouTube. You got to do that. You start the algorithm. You start it up.
Yeah. It's all my Swedish gnome friends. I sent them over to sub. Yeah, baby.
Why would I want to swipe for next stream, YouTube? This is the best one.
Yeah. I'm a master geoguesser. I recognize that grass. I know you were within 2 meters. Oh, man. Frost, you know what? You're like one of the people I'm least worried about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, still, anyone shows up unannounced.
It's not going to end well. I'm just telling you that now.
Yeah, Pick saw the gun safe.
I saw the gun safe. May is already loves me, but also is angry at me all the time. So.
Oh, tell them about May and your forest adventure.
The forest adventure, yeah. So Matt was chopping down a tree on the edge of the property that fell, and so while he was working with the chainsaw, I was just walking around the edge, and May and Griffin were coming with me, and I'm like, oh, they're just kind of with me and playing with me. I've never seen someone put out a marshmallow that way.
She just
just wave it. Let's wave the marshmallow, the fire marshmallow, back and forth.
It works. It's free.
But yeah, so they were walking with me, and so I got pretty far, and then they're like, "Hey," they started turning back, heading back towards Matt. They got ways out, and then they both turn around and look at me like, "Are you coming with us? You better be coming with us." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Sorry.
This is a question so much as a demand.
It's like, you better come with us.
If you want your ankles to remain intact, you must come with us now.
Yep.
It's pretty droopy, dear.
That's pretty droopy marshmallow.
Pretty disfigured.
I don't think you're very good at this.
Oh, wow.
Kinda shit.
I have both of you ganging up on me. This
Kinda
was ridiculous.
All right, Matt, can you pass me a marshmallow?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
I'll pass the bag, and then I'm going to load up this fire.
Out of all the Rupture Farm snacks, I think Scrab cakes look delicious.
Scrab?
Rupture Farms is the setting out of the first Oddworld games. Ooh.
Watch out.
I unfortunately do not know of which you speak, but one day.
That's great.
Yeah, we're going to do one more.
Oh,
We're gonna do a big
I need
boy.
to take this juicy marshmallow skin off.
Look forward. There you go.
oh no!
Oh, I got a sad little dumpling.
Yeah.
All right, well, I was hoping to have enough to re-cook it, but obviously that's not gonna happen.
Not fucking today.
Oh my eyeballs! I'm just gonna burn that off. Goodbye.
I gotta do well with my s'more.
There we go.
Otherwise,
Yeah, round three.
Dishonor on you?
it's gonna be a big dishonor on me because I'll be sad because I'm pretty good at making s'mores. I'm proud of my s'more making.
What you looking at?
Oh, I found the coyote.
We heard him earlier.
Well, if it's a coyote, I'm gonna go shoot it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, now the American's happy. Yeah. Put their guns. All right, let's go.
America.
There's not a school around here.
What? Wow! On my first YouTube stream, you're gonna pull that out?
I mean, it's humor.
It is humor.
It's really sad humor, but it's
It
still
is sad
humor.
When you walk into a school with kids that play Minecraft and you just hear ding, 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 ding. It's picking up the XP.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
We're getting dark here today, boys. You sure you want to send this stream to your wife?
Trent just says you peeled the foreskin off the marshmallow. That's gross.
I know. I'm like, why would you do
She
such
even
a thing?
ate it. She consumed it. She licked it. She loved it.
You loved it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's
Still
some
loving
good
it?
holes going on right there. I like that. I'm gonna scooch you. I'm pretty far away. I realized.
Yeah.
Hella dumpling is what my mom calls me. Bro.
What?
Yeah, widow dumpling.
Frost.
The
A
freshman.
sad dumpling.
Only when you're sad, right? I wouldn't mind being called a dumpling.
It was all the time. We might have to have a chat with your mother. You don't talk to Frost that way.
I'd just like to note that there's 9 people watching and only 6 likes on this stream.
You're being so picky. Except that 9 people are just
You need to show more cleavage off stream.
Oh, and
Off
9
camera,
people
show
are
more
having
cleavage.
a good
They'll smell it.
time.
they'll smell
They'll
it.
smell it. The
listening to
sips will
us.
come.
My goodness. All right, well, we'll leave that for when Matt Pick's not going to come. Pick's not here, sorry. Well,
Pick, you have to pay for it. Sorry.
no!
I'm not paying for it.
I know. I'm teasing.
Pick has
Come
a
on.
wife, Matt.
Listen,
Night, Japin.
Good night.
if you show cleavage and you get 30,000 subs in a day,
Just saying.
I'm just saying it might be worth it.
Oh, okay.
If porn paid good, it
Okay.
still wouldn't be worth it.
Porn fade get. We're not doing porn, man.
That's why I said we still wouldn't do it. I'm just saying. Someone doesn't listen here.
That's my.
And their name starts with an Airy.
Oh, that airy pick.
No, it's Matt and Cheese.
Matt and cheese, but that's our podcast.
Yeah, podcast. New
Trademark. You can, no one take
podcast.
it.
No one take it.
No one take it. Okay, listen here, Ari. Only like videos that I plan on rewatching. You don't want to rewatch our time together? Wow, my first solo stream. You don't want to hold this as a cherished memory against your bosom. Your bosom.
Your balsam.
Your bosom. It's like a bosom, but for men.
A bosom. Sounds like beer.
Is it bosom?
Bosom.
It's
bosom.
Bosom. Not bosom. Not bosom.
Oh man.
My bosoms are full. She cradled me.
No, my balsams are full.
My balsam.
That'd be a great way to start like a historical documentary. My mother, she cradled me in her bosom.
Bosom.
No, I didn't say that wrong. Kid cuts the kid just being like stacked in amongst a bunch of empty fucking like bottles. The kid's just got like a little cradle made out of like empty beer cans. Oh.
What videos of mine have you rewatched? All of the games we played together, man. Watched them tenfold. Edited them, cherished them, laughed at how funny you are.
Censored a few of them.
Censored a few of them. Showed Matt some as proof that you killed me that one time.
Oh, I remember that one. Wait, which one was that?
Which
though?
one?
There were multiples.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Some people.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. I feel like I'm going to steal the camera and I want to show people my horsies.
All right.
All right, fucking go do it.
All right, guys.
Leave us behind.
Leave us behind.
Fucking show my face.
I won't. I won't. Because I have a plan, see? I got a plan, see? There's no laws against the moving of the iPhones, Batman. Hello. did I unkill us? I'm sorry. Does YouTube streams not have moderators, or is it just hidden which people are mods? We don't have mods yet. No, this is true. This is true. I apologize if anyone saw my ugly mug, but I don't think anyone did.
Are they still in a pocket?
They're in my hand. I don't know how it turned around. There's like. Sure, it's fine. You have to divorce me? Can someone I forgot my phone.
No.
Tell me what chat is saying. I forgot my phone. Well, I'm coming back. I just have to show off our beautiful. All right, you're going back in my pocket. And by my pocket, I'm covering you with my hand. All right, I will not touch the camera again. I just really wanted to show people. That's true.
Wow,
That would make
a lot of sense, Vic.
Okay.
You know, you make a ton of
Sass is
sense.
coming out. I can feel it. Getting sassier as the night goes on.
Okay.
You're gonna show me how fat I am.
I would never, because you're not fat.
Harry, the sun is setting. For me, it's rising. In the land of the rising sun, Trina.
You go to red light your
Right.
Yeah, my phone's almost dead, so
All right.
I'm not be able to send your
I
chat.
apologize.
Hey, you should apologize.
I
You
do.
specifically.
To you specifically.
Yes.
Didn't realize that you had to divorce me by
All right. Instantly, it's just like, well, boys. Mateo, one YouTuber. Mr. Matt the Pet.
I'm used YouTuber. Oh, it is very blurry.
It's blurry.
It's super leggy.
Maybe you smudged it. Today,
Gimme! If we did, we would not be able to recognize it as your face. Oh, what would you recognize it as? Oh, do we have to set mods? I don't think we have
Bro. No.
I'm just curious. I don't think it works this way. No. I figured it wouldn't work the same, but you know.
we'll get mods all sorted eventually.
Yeah, we don't need mods. Just a tiny baby. I'm just a tiny baby. Oh, my computer's, my screen's dead.
Get out of here, smoke.
Get out of here, smoke. Nobody wants you. Now we're behind.
Behind the live, guys.
Behind the live on our own screen.
Wi-Fi is just cutting out in general because I saw the bars drop pretty bad on my.
What the hell?
Is that Mama or is that Bull?
That's a mama.
Okay. It's like I'm trying to look different.
The full sound like.
Bulldozer.
Do that instead of like.
Gotcha.
Instead of just sound like.
Okay. If you guys connect to the TP link, Oh my elbows. I can kind of still see screen through here. Incorrect password. Incorrect password. I didn't make it the same.
Got the pixels on one hand.
Like that.
Bam. Oh, weird. Well, I'll deal with that later. Swedish people, actually.
Yeah, I'm actually.
I did get them actually. Cool to think it's the same. It is actually cool to think that it's the same stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be two different ones.
No, but for us, it's cool to think that it's the same sun. I'm like,
Are you that?
It's actually not the same sun.
actually,
There are two suns rotating our planet.
There are two suns. And one is gay.
One is gay, so they have no.
So the other one is running. I'm like, no. Oh yeah, I was going. What?
come here, boy.
I'll pull yours out. It's getting red hot here.
Oh, my bad. I'm ready for
Yeah,
landing.
you.
Oh my God.
You treat your fucking fun.
Oopsies.
Yeah.
Good job. I'm just wondering if I should move it to the
The TV light
yeah, because that will have a
behind the house.
no, that's not the TV
Oh, yeah.
the other.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
But then I have to guys.
What?
What are we doing?
She has to change the internet that her phone is on, the internet that the computer is on.
Oh, so
To
they're not
bed.
the same.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
So I kind of get what you're saying. So the bandwidth is more free.
Yeah. I don't know. My understanding of computer fails when there's a bandwidth.
Oh, but now we're back to full.
Yeah, it's probably just again because Starlink. Like
Yeah.
you'll have just in and outs.
Somewhere in the world. The satellite just up in re-entry.
Yeah.
Then it was the satellite.
Oh, it keeps giving me an error sending messages. Liking, but I heard you people talk about a comment I made and say gay. Explain.
I will not.
Oh, nuts.
No, we didn't say that.
We didn't call you the name. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it was
We were having a fun theory. A funny theory. That's all it was. I promise. Okay. The stream was fun before Ari handled the camera.
I know, Harry touched the camera, now everything's fucked.
It is. I'm sorry.
I think Harry actually is like an electronic ear.
I'm EMP.
Some good heat coming off that. I feel that pretty good here.
Yeah. All right. Well, I would like to fix this. And then I want to hear the story of
The
the
two
jour
sons.
Of the what?
of the two gay sons. What you said?
I love that. Because it's not what you think it
It's
is.
not what you think it is at all.
Oh.
The other thing is too, is the phone getting too hot?
Yeah, check, just like hold your hand near the handle of the.
Ooh.
Yeah. Back it up probably a little.
Back it up, back it up, back it up.
That's probably good.
Yeah, I'm gonna tilt it up a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
If they see my belly, that's pay extra.
Yeah, you were probably bad before. You should be fine now. You're good.
That's
No need to melt stuff.
especially not a phone camera.
Oh, it's like it's not lagging on this though. For the
It
record,
looked like it was a stain in the book, but it's a design in the book. And I'm like,
What? Who stained my book?
It's like, I was like, when did I do that? I'm like, oh,
Okay, is that okay?
probably.
Yeah, that feels
Yeah, you
much
should
better.
be good. So we're not gonna probably make it bigger than that.
We're buffering again.
We buffered.
We buffering. Technology.
Yeah, I lost internet entirely inside.
I turned off my Wi-Fi just to make sure I'm not taking anything away.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah?
You're fine. Oh! Okay, this is interesting. I'm on.
That one.
That's a bull.
Yeah, let's go.
You know what? Oh, interesting. Okay, so this phone. Okay, that's good. That's actually really good.
Oh, my knees.
You know how tempted I am to start up the stream.
You do it, dude.
Oh, for DD.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, I gotta fix the title.
They dashed for cover inside a shipping container at a work camp. It eventually caught fire. Helicopters tried to pick them up, but couldn't. They finally escaped in a convoy by road to nearby Sandy Lakes First Nation. That quiet community near the Ontario-Manitoba border is itself under an evacuation order as the one.
Yep, there's on fire again.
That's crazy.
You fucking imagine.
Shipping container, too. Like, you're stuck in a shipping container and just fire's going on around you.
And it's like, if it's got a leak somewhere, that oxygen is burning.
Yeah, the oxygen is burning and you're just... It's a fireball.
Yep.
It's crazy. All right, I'm going to try that.
Can't imagine that.
Are you good?
Yeah, you're good to start. Go for it.
Oh, dang it. Oh, it's the Wi-Fi. Hold on. Maybe I just reset it.
Maybe.
Give it a sec. I ain't streaming with data.
No, don't do that.
That, I think, Apple will be, or AT&T will be like, no, we're not. We're not. That doesn't part of your
You
daily.
used 5 megabytes for 2 days, and then 3 gigabytes. You fixed it?
I fixed it. Now you guys can tell Trinder what you said about being gay.
What?
No, it's fine. He doesn't need to know.
It's fine.
He doesn't need to
I
know.
think Frost quoted it in the Discord Trinder for you. Because Frost is an ass, unlike some people.
Yeah, it's definitely not us.
Did you, like, turn off the Wi-Fi?
No,
Oh, weird.
but the vac kickers is breaking in and out. Hey,
That must be it, yeah, because I just saw it come in again.
no, it's not going in. And I don't know what the password is for the other one.
Is there a password for it? There is.
Yeah, there is.
Weird.
Weird.
Yeah, I just lost all internet again.
Look at
What
you.
the fuck?
What the fudge?
People see us? Or can people hear us still?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Hello? Everyone's still here?
Yep, we're there.
Mm-hmm.
Must be there.
Audio's working.
My poor phone.
You literally,
Died right after.
Oh, man.
think everything's struggling because even Wi-Fi and my data is not pulling anything.
Boo.
Boo!
You're just in the black zone.
Mm-hmm. What?
Oh, I'm just pissed. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I just gotta remember what the password is for our secondary internet.
Would be nice.
Would be nice. I thought I set it to something, but maybe it's Oh, you know what? I have a theory.
Again.
A game theory.
Got some good cold going in there. That's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Some geese.
Yep.
I see them flying across.
They coming?
They're going. What direction? What direction is that? East. They're going north.
East, west.
Yeah, they're
south.
going. They're going north.
Okay.
I was like, "Where's my mountains?" I'm like, "Oh right."
Yeah, hidden from you. You will never find them. Never again. Yeah, we have to get that shot for you
What shot?
coming out of the ground.
Oh yeah.
We have to get that before you go.
We
Just
can't.
something to work with at least.
No, I'll be okay. Cause like, my only other thought is I could easily change it to just like a story time kind of thing. That's not hard to do.
No, fair
Cause
enough.
like, I really like doing that Oblivion one where I'm just like talking in game or like just having stuff happen around me. And I think I'll just do something where like whatever game I'm playing the most right now, I'll just do like a little thing where I'm chatting.
Do it. Mix up the fire a little bit.
Yeah.
If you want to connect to the TP Link one,
Mhm.
I got the password.
I'm good. I don't want to take away. I don't like need it. So
TP Link should have plenty of bandwidth.
It should.
I have 1% battery. I'll try it.
It seems way better. I connected this one because I think this phone was lagging because it's still on backakers.
Mm-hmm. But the stream's running.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Trent just says he has to go sleepy soon, but he's here.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Trent also says, "It's okay. My sleep schedule hates me. I don't let that get me down."
Mhm.
She hands me. It just
It's-
says incorrect password.
It says TP link. That
Yeah.
one? Okay.
Why? I literally just had it. Well, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Maybe stream is just short tonight.
Short stream. Can't go sleepy soon. I have a doctor's appointment in like 4 hours. Oh, okay. No sleepy for you. I'm ready for my story now. My bedtime story.
Yes.
Unless we're waiting until it gets dark.
I was like, I got a story for you. I don't know if it's a bedtime story.
There entered the man's insides with a pot, consuming his intestines while he still screamed and writhed in pain.
Do you want a bacon and cheddar smoky?
I would love a bacon and cheddar smoky.
All right. I will read a poem.
A poem.
Okay.
Yep. All right. What is this inspired by? This is inspired from Acadia National Park. It's called The Ballad of the Night Charlie Tended Weir. Charlie had a herring weir down to Bailey Bight. Got up to tend it in the middle of the night. Late October, midnight, black as tar. Nothing out the window but a big cold star. House like a cemetery, kitchen fire dead. I'm a damn good mind, said Charlie. Go back to bed. A man who runs a herring weir, even on the side, and is nothing but a slave to the gosh damn tide. Well, a man feels meager, a man feels old. In pitch black midnight, lonesome and cold. Chills in his stomach like 40,000 mice, and the very buttons on his pants, little lumps of ice. Times he gets to feeling it's no damn use, so Charlie had a pitcherful in his orange juice. Then he felt better than he had before, so he had another pitcherful to last him to the shore. Down by the beach rocks underneath a tree, Charlie saw something he never thought he'd see. Sparkling in the lantern light, as he went to pass 3 big diamonds in the frosty grass. He said, diamonds, where'd they come from? I'll pick them up later on, always wanted some. Then he hauled in his dory, she felt as air, light as air, and in the dark midnight rode off to tend where. Out by the weir gate Charlie found an old sea serpent swimming round and round. Head like a washtub, whiskers like thatch, breath like the flame on a Portland star match. Black in the lantern light, up he rose, a great big barnacle on the end of his nose. Looked Charlie over, surly and cross. Them fish you got up there belongs to my boss. Fish, says Charlie. Fish in there? Well, I ain't caught a fish since I built the damn weir. Well, says the serpent, nevertheless, there's 10,000 bushels at a rough guess. Charlie moved the lantern, gave his oars a pull, and he saw that the weir was brim belay full. Fish rising out of the water, 1,000,000,000 at a time, and the side of each and every one was like a silver dime. Well, says the sea serpent, what are you going to do? They're uncomfortable and they don't belong to you. So open this contraption up and let 'em go. Come on, shake the lead out. The boss says so. Does? Says Charlie. Who in the hell is he? Thinks he can sit back and send word to me? Sea serpent swiveled round, made of water spout. Keep on, brother, and you'll find out. Why, Charlie says, you're nothing but a lie so old you're hoary. So take your dirty whiskers off the gunwale of my dory. Sea serpent twizzled, heaved underneath, skun back a set of sharp yellow teeth. Came at Charlie with a gurgly roar. Charlie let him have it with his port side oar. Right on the noggin, hell of a knock, and the old sea serpent sank like a rock. So go on back, yells Charlie, and tell the old jerk not to send a boy to do a man's work. Then over by the weir gate, tinkly and clear, a pretty little voice says, Yoo-hoo, Charlie dear. Now what, says Charlie, this ain't funny. And the same sweet voice says, Yoo-hoo, Charlie, honey. And there at the sin pole, right in the weir, was a little green mermaid combing out her hair. All right, says Charlie, I see you, and I know who you come from, so you get to. He let fly his bailing scoop. It landed with a clunk, and the water settled and the mermaid, she sunk. When the ocean moved behind him with a mighty heave and hiss, and a thundery, rumbly voice remarked, I'm sick of this! And up came an old man, white from top to toe, whiter than a daisy field, whiter than the snow, carrying a pitchfork with 3 tines on it, muttering in his whiskers and madder than a hornet. My sea serpent is so lame that he can hardly stir, and my best mermaid, you've raised a lump on her. And you've seen the pretty Sarcy calling me a jerk, so now the old man has come to do a man's work. Look, says Charlie, why don't you leave me be? You may be the hoary old man of the sea, but I've got to run a fish here, shut up inside. And if you keep on frickin' around, you'll make me lose the tide. Then the next thing that Charlie knew, he was lying on the sand. The painter of his dory was right beside his hand. He could see across the bay, calm and still and wide. It was full daylight, and it was high tide. Says Charlie, what am I about? Excuse me. The oars weren't wet, so I hadn't been out. Oh, he thought, diamonds underneath the tree. Seems to me I found some. I better go see. But he couldn't find any, not one gem, only 3 little owl domes with frost on them. That's that one.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. There's a lot of words there. Okay, so he had a boat?
He was on a boat, a weir, I think he's got like a...
Like a fishing boat?
No, he's got the dory's like the fishing boat. And so the weir is like just the spot where fish collect, usually. Like a spot you can go down and be like, that's where fish go, and I'm going to go and net them. And so he runs into mythical creatures.
What were the diamond dungs?
That one I hadn't looked into. I need to look at that one. But it's pretty much like because he got angry, he lost out on treasure because he was angry.
Oh.
He didn't decide to listen to nature. He went against it.
Got you.
So that's why Poseidon came in.
I just liked it because as soon as you talked about like it was a little section about mice, Well, then Timmy comes over. He's got a mouse, and he's been playing with a live mouse on my truck for the last like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was like, please, sir, let me go.
He was like, "Oh yeah, of course." Oh no, not too fast.
No.
You can go now. You can go now. Not again.
That's
You
a
thought
poem in itself.
you
Please, sir, let me go. Of course. Oh, no.
Joke's on you.
Joke's on you. I told a lie. Timmy, do not tell me you've lost it in my tire. Oh, you didn't. Good.
He's still playing with him?
Yeah.
When Mage says, that's such a typical Larry question. So he had a boat. Okay, I was trying to use my listening skills, and Pick was using a lot of big fancy words that I haven't heard in a long time. Okay.
Or ever.
Okay.
Okay.
That was great. Number 1 was for poems, where that was a treat. Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, it's a good one. That's the one I like from the book. Still working through it, but that was my favorite one I've come across so far. I like that.
I like it when they actually tell the story.
Just a little char.
Yeah, it's us.
Oh, it just tastes like burnt. It's fine.
Like 20, 30 minutes I'll read. The prologue to this is pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's a little longer, but, you know.
Big fancy words like what, serpent? Turn the kid over here and let me flirt on you.
Like demons?
For free?
Whispers? Is that too...
There was a lot of weird talking, okay? I was still trying to figure out what a weir was. And other ship terminology. Also, I was totally imagining, what's that game that Amanda played, that I played then? Dredge, yeah.
What is a weird? Let me see. I'll look it up just to make sure I'm thinking the right thing. If it will work. Oh, it's just going to stay stuck loading. I'll let it set. Weird. Yep, I was right. It's a structure built across a river stream to raise the water level slightly upstream. Essentially just a small version of a dam.
Oh!
Yeah. So it's a place to get all the fish stuck.
So, yeah, interesting.
Yep. Like, there's better things for it, but, like, back in the day, it was made to more, like, get fish stuck.
Yeah. So basically, he came along. But then he was like, do we get a redo on the reading of the poem?
You can look at it yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to read it again.
The mouse is outsmarting Timmy.
Yeah? Where's the mouse now?
Wait, there he is. See him? There he goes.
Come on, Timmy!
Timmy!
Get it, Timmy!
I believe in you!
Oh, I see the mouse.
There he goes. Oh,
Actually, you know what?
What?
I was going to reach across the fire.
Oh, let me just hand it to you.
Yeah, I'll just come around.
Okay. There you go.
Harley had a herring weir.
Come on, Timmy. Just get him.
No. He brought it all the way from like over like the back of the farm.
Oh, dang.
He brought it up here so he can play with it in our presence.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
He's like, look, guys, I'm a master hunter.
It always makes me laugh because like I had a cat when I was growing up, and she would do that. She'd injure a mouse, bring it home for her kittens so they could learn how to hunt.
That's cool.
So the poor mouse just getting fucking torn apart by like 8 kittens.
Listen, if you want to kill me, you got to go over here and do it because I get mad homesick. I'm not going anywhere. A redo. He did a successful area looking for the word on. Or. Okay, Charlie had a herring weir down to Bailey's bite. Got up to tended in the middle of the night. So.
Probably 10.
He's going to go tend the weir in the middle of the night.
So like tend as in like reinforce it.
Go check for fish, reinforce it, and
Right.
just check it out. Yeah. So he gets up and he goes to tend. I got a mouthful of smoke. He gets up to go to tend it, and he's just like, it's late at night, he's just like, you know what, I don't even want to do this, but I'm going to go do it anyways. And so he goes out there, and then the serpent is saying, hey, there's a bunch of fish in here. You need to let them go. You need to get rid of your man-made structure.
Right.
And he's just like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, he's like, oh, I want all these fish. I finally caught some fish in here. And so he bops the serpent on the head, says nope, and then the mermaid. What are you looking for? Here. What's that noise?
Oh, it's just the puppies dragging.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought it was the horses doing something. And I was like, are they like tangled up in barbed wire?
I think
Yeah.
we'd hear more of a fuss.
Yeah, we'd be hearing like.
So was there actually 3 big diamonds in the frosty grass?
There was that he saw. I think it's just like.
I'm sorry for asking so many questions.
She's picking apart the poem.
I'm not picking apart the poem.
Well,
You can't appreciate fine literature.
No, I'm
She has
trying to
understand
appreciate
everything.
it.
What's the name of the poem again?
Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. The Ballad of the Night Charlie Tended Weir.
Okay.
Did my thing just explode?
Sure did.
Yep.
My sausage! My sausage exploded!
Oh, I heard that hurts.
And Arian Caster,
That's what
lost
babies
fish.
made.
Lost fish are the animals that live in the water. You're welcome.
Not the way I was thinking about it.
Okay,
So I'm going to tell a fairly personal story, but it's not about me.
Uh-huh.
Buddy of mine, love him to death. He's a good baller.
It's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Why are we getting an accent for?
I don't know, really. I'm tired of doing stupid shit. One day he didn't show up for school. And I was like, oh, shit, I wonder what happened. So I get out of school, I asked him, I'm like, hey, what happened to so-and-so? So she calls, Mom doesn't want to talk about it. So I reach out. I'm like, bro, you okay? And he goes, yeah, kind of. I don't really want to see anyone right now. I'm like, okay, take your time. A couple days pass. He's like, yeah, you want to come visit? I'll tell you what happened. So I say, okay. So I show up to his house, and he's on the couch, legs spread as far as they can go, and a gigantic pack of ice on his crotch. And I looked at him and I said, what happened? He's like, well, my testicle exploded. And I looked at him and I said, how did your testicle explode? So he was lifting a weight,
Mm-hmm.
and he wrapped a testicle around the other one and choked it out. And it got the blood caught in there till it was the size of a mango. Like, it was just huge. So he had to go to surgery and get it fixed. And yeah, he was like, yeah, just doing my workout and stuff, and just trying to get that last rep out. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't think you were just trying to get your last rep out.
Yeah.
I think you were pushing too hard.
Yep.
But if you try too hard, your testicles will explode. That's the moral of the story.
Yep.
Don't try
Okay,
so
so
hard.
what you're saying is I should not try too hard to understand this poem, lest my testicles explode.
Yes.
Got
Yes.
it. All right. Pick.
No, well, the nice thing is poems are always open to interpretation, but
Yeah.
in my opinion, it just is like he had 3 jewels, he saw them there, and it's the 3 jewels of nature. Like, it's just like the fish, and then the nature's beauty symbolizes the mermaid, and then you got, in a sense, God, who's Poseidon, and because he said, like, nope, I run stuff, the diamonds went away because he couldn't see the beauty
Right.
of nature.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like, it's kind of like, that's my thoughts, but it's more of just like,
Guys.
Oh.
Watching.
Timmy, are you okay? Are you okay, Timmy?
so he's definitely injured the mouse, because that mouse is not moving fast. Yes.
That mouse is gonna be sore.
That mouse is gonna be dead.
Mouse will be dead, but he's freaking getting tortured for sure.
He's like, oh yeah, in the mouth now. Oh, dropped it.
So funny.
Keep running, boy. You make me laugh. I think that always makes me laugh too. They just need to find one hole going down to the ground, and they're gone.
It's gone. He's just like, guess what? I live.
Dear, you are really cooking your sausage.
Yeah, I want a good cooked sausage.
Yeah, mine.
Trenda said, Eric, the thing about art is that there's no real explanation or true definition. It's up to your own interpretation. I don't like open-ended things, okay?
Oh, you would hate some of the movies I'd recommend. Then there's lots of movies that I love. That.
Shutter Island.
Yep.
No, I hate that. No, I like to know what
Inception.
happens. I need solid answers.
I love open-ended stuff.
And Unexpected said I had a friend do the same thing, but it was with her stuff. Oh, damn. Didn't explode, but they did wrap around the tubes and was basically suffocating it. Oh my gosh, I can
That's
imagine.
horrible. Damn.
Exploded in.
How did you get yours all like black and charred?
and stick it in the flame.
I'm not sticking it. Well, I guess
You are literally sticking it in the flame. I'm right fucking here. I just don't have a button for it, so I'm just like, take it off. It's greasy. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. You want a sausage?
No, I'm making my own sausage.
Tiff,
Give it to
you
Pick.
want a sausage?
I'm good right now.
Hey, puppies, you want a sausage?
Timmy, eat your
Timmy.
mouse and come have a sausage.
Timmy.
I know thinking hurts the brain area, but you're gonna have to deal with it. No. She actually almost had to lose it in surgery, but she was able to keep both. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I'm glad she's okay.
Yeah, it's amazing what people could do to themselves.
Yep.
And how, right? Like, it's the same thing with
It's-
horses. They can roll over and their gut twists, and that's donezo for them.
Yep.
I like how we take testicles exploding. We include horses.
I'm sorry.
She finds a way.
I'm trying to relate through the only material I know how, okay?
But no, it's
Unbelievable.
just pushing it too far. Like it's the same thing. You have to know your limits.
Oh, I thought you were saying I was pushing into comparison to.
No, it's the workout stuff. You have to know your
Yeah.
limits,
Yep.
and you have to make sure that you're not.
You're killing yourself. What?
I just when I put my head back for some reason, the sizzle of that sounded like it was back there, and I was like,
You're like,
Oh yeah, Matt's still half deaf because he stabbed himself in the ear
yeah,
with a twig.
lamest way to go partially deaf.
I know.
I went like this, treat,
oh,
and then
Pierced
my ear
his
is just
eardrum.
bleeding.
great.
Yeah. Then
I
he's
have
got.
I have hearing in it, but directionality is still a little rough.
Mm-hmm.
So I go like this. That sizzling sounds over there.
Yeah.
Once I lock that in, though, it'll be fine. But right now, it's a pain in the ass.
Okay.
But yes, we won't burn them too much.
If anyone requests another one, I found another one. It was interesting. But
If anyone requests another one, Pick says he has another one.
just
Sorry.
tell me.
Yeah.
Like
Just
that,
tell
if it's no request, then I won't.
Yeah.
If it's
Who wants to listen to Pick?
Is it another poem or is it a story?
this one's is that a problem? If it's a
No,
poem?
it's not a problem. It's a poem.
It's kind of
I
like
just thought people would like context.
this one is a poem. Let me see. Yesterday, Clay. Yeah, it's a poem.
Okay.
I'd say it's one.
Poem part two.
So let me know if they want.
This time I'll listen and I'll understand the big words, and if I don't, then
This
I won't
one's
fess
shorter
up to it.
as well. Reading it?
If you want to.
I will see.
If I fall asleep to you, it's a compliment.
Mage says, Pick, please read us a poem.
All right.
Mail me a s'more with the campfire included when I get my box of cookies. Got it.
Yes.
All right. This one's called The Ghosts of Zion, and it's based on Zion's National Park.
Ooh,
And that is from my home.
that's cool.
And I've been there. It's great. All right. My childhood haunts keep beckoning me. Those playgrounds of my youth I long to see. But the routine of my day bids fancy wait until the canyon's call shall find me free. Today I heard the call and came at last. The spell of sweet nostalgia held me fast. And giving in to pleasant reverie, I mingled with the ghosts of Zion past. In a grotto where I'd often been before, I sat and dreamed and let my spirits soar to bygone days and other scenes I knew, as through a gossamer veil I shared the canyon's lore. There was Nephi Johnson and his Paiute guide, who stayed at Oak Creek and refused to ride into the place where they feared Wanopit dwells, and would wait there only until eventide. There appeared the image of one I didn't know, who stood a while to watch the passing show. Then I recognized the ghost of Joseph Black when he winked at me and said, "I told you so." And I told my friends that someday they'd be sorry when the world would come and listen to my story. They laughed at me and said I was daft and called my beautiful canyon Joseph's Glory. Near a place where Mount Majestic stands, I saw Behuin, Heap, and Rolf plow the sands. And an Isaac named his haven Little Zion, with temples built by God and not by hands. I wondered why those stalwarts moved away, while many other builders came to stay. But here or there, they left their marks in passing, and I felt their spirits' presence here today. In my mind's eye, there was one familiar scene, of sweating men, determined, bronzed, and lean, who built houses, roads, diversions, diversion dams and ditches, as through their toil they made the valley green. Then came the U.S. Geological Survey, whose photographers, artists, and writers would convey to all mankind the beauty of this place. Then it was the plain. Sorry, I'm dying. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. To all mankind the beauty of this place. Then it was plain the world was here to stay. Next, men of foresight came and made a park of nature's gem, where soon I would embark upon my life's career and get my start, where many men in green have left their mark. I saw many superintendents come and go, and I greeted everyone I chanced to know. Also, my many pals at Zion's Lodge, those friendships that I made, I won't outgrow. I shook hands with a president and a movie star. Crown Prince of Sweden came in chauffeured car. All this I hope to someday see again as I leave the doorway to my past ajar. I thought to take my leave as day was done, to come in again and see if I won a favorite place, but paused again to see a golden glow cast by a setting sun. I turned and said, "Greetings, old Flanagan Peak." A voice came back, "Take care of whom you speak. Brash upstart, you will not find here the gift of immortality you seek. In tales you tell, and then pictures you paint, your forebears oft appear without a taint. But while you venerate ancestral lore, antiquity alone does not make one a saint. Those ghosts of yesterday with whom you talk are merely squatters in this land, and mock the sanctity of these enduring shrines, for flesh is not as durable as rock." Sorry, I just keep taking breaks.
No, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
The fire gets my voice. Those ghosts of yesterday with whom you talk are merely squatters in this land, and mock. Yeah, sorry. The sanctity of these enduring shrines, for flesh is not as durable as rock. Frail man, look quickly at my alpine glow, for you shall pass much as the winter snow. Long after you have gone, I'll keep my watch. I saw the Anasazi come and go. Great watchman, I look up to you, I said, but let me also love my kindred dead, and all the who sweat and toil built thoroughfares on which the feet of all the world now tread. I'll worship at these temples, not built by man, and sing about their splendor while I can, but I would give the pioneer his due, and the mountains smiled approval of my plan. Then as I left, I thought about my day, and all my friends of now and yesterday. I know their deeds are graven in the stone instead of slightly scribbled in the clay. As long as I can feel and hear and see, I'll come here oft to just save a nook for me. And when these senses dim, I'll take my place among those ghosts of Zion's yet to be. Yeah.
That's so
Very
cool.
nice.
That's a cool one because, like, if you go to Zion's down in Utah, like, you'll find pictographs of, like, cavemen. Anasazi is an ancient Native American group that was living right there for a while. And you'll see a lot of their homes. I'm not tearing up. It's my voice.
Yeah.
It sounds like that. I know they can't see it, but it's like...
Take's just gotten a mouthful of smoke while reading. Yeah.
Yeah. But that one's a fun one. I like that one because it just feels like home when I read that.
Yeah.
That's,
That's
like,
nice.
that's Utah. But yeah, the mountains, like, he's not wrong. Like, they are massive. Like, the canyons you can get it to are... you literally feel like you're among skyscrapers if you went to New York. Like, it's so cool. It's a really pretty area. I'm going to give my voice a break for a minute.
Yeah.
It's dying.
Just enjoy the fire.
Once it gets dark, I'll tell that scary story.
Yeah.
Scary story. My sister showed up at the end. See, I win.
We need to sing our campfire songs. Did you guys ever do that?
Song.
No.
It's a SpongeBob song.
We never did campfire songs.
You never did
did
campfire
sing
songs?
No.
Things like none of that.
Kumbaya.
I got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
There they are, standing in a row. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head.
I actually don't know the song. I just say it.
Mercy and be furious.
Yep, I'll sing
Unexpected
that.
know that one. I don't know that one.
Let me see if I can remember it. It's SpongeBob. Oh, okay.
You guys never sang the
See.
spectacle song?
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I got it. Okay. Let's gather around the campfire. Okay, let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song. our CAMPFIRESONG song. And if you don't think you can sing it faster, then you're wrong. But it'll help if you just sing along. Bum, bum, bum. CAMPFIRESONG song. CAMPFIRESONG song. CAMPFIRESONG song. If you don't think you sing it faster, then you're wrong. But it'll help if you just sing along. CAMPFIRESONG song. CAMPFIRESONG Squidward. Good. It'll help if you just sing along. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know that scene because that's a scene in SpongeBob where they talk about a sea bear as well.
Oh.
That,
I don't know any of these references.
oh, it's making me so happy. Because in that same episode, so SpongeBob and Pat, so they're cramping out, and Squidward's just making fun of them. And so Squidward's playing the clarinet, and SpongeBob goes, "Squidward, no! Don't play the clarinet!" And it's like, it might attract a sea. If you play a clarinet badly, it'll attract a sea bear. And he's like, I knew this guy who knew this guy who knew this guy who knew this guy's cousin about a sea bear attack. And then he talks about, so Squidward's messing with him, so he's like, what should I do to make sure I don't attract a sea bear? And he lifts off a bunch of stuff, and I can only remember a couple, but it's just like, don't wave your flashlight back and forth. Flashlights are their natural prey. You're kidding.
Gosh.
Don't wear a sombrero at an angle.
What the fuck?
And then Squidward comes back wearing doing all the things, and never ever screech like a chimpanzee. And he's just like, I think there's gonna be a sea bear here right now. I have a feeling. And then Squidward starts doing everything to attract the sea bear. And so the sea bear comes, and before the sea bear shows up, SpongeBob and Patrick are like, we gotta draw a circle around us. And it's like, good thinking. Sea bears don't go in a circle. So if you draw a circle around you, you're safe. So the sea bear comes and attacks Squidward. He's messing him up. You just see it off screen, just like beating him up. And he's just like, guess I'll just, and gets left alone for a second. The sea bear goes away. And Squidward's like, I'm just going to start limping home. And they're like, no! And the sea bear comes back. Don't limp away. They hate that. And then they're like, here, draw a circle. They toss him a stick. And he's like, okay. He gets mauled again. And they're like, that was an oval. It has to be a circle. And then he lives. But like, it's a good episode. And if people are wondering why I know that so well, I would watch like seasons 1 through 3 of SpongeBob on my long drives with my parents. It was freaking great.
I've never watched SpongeBob, but the clips always look hilarious.
Seasons 1 through 5, they're just all great. Some of the newer ones are okay, but
Unexpected says, look, he just knows a lot of guys.
Sea bears exist. Yeah. Because like when he's talking about that sea bears exist, he's like, yeah, we found it in this thing called Fake Science Monthly. Sea bears and fairy tales are real. It says on the title.
That's so funny. We need to watch that.
God.
I will add it to my list.
It's just a fun time. Like it's not, they're like 6-minute episodes each.
You know what I wish we could watch more of? And maybe we'll just rewatch it.
Uh-huh.
Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls is great.
Gravity Falls was hilarious. I loved everything of that.
Well, it's like, so Wendy, of course, is like the hottest. I'm saying that now. She was the redhead. When I was younger and watching Wendy, I was like, she's so pretty.
Who's Wendy?
Wendy's the redheaded like lumberjack girl in Gravity Falls.
Oh.
Yeah, she's awesome. No, she gets cooler and cooler, and all the late season stuff is awesome. Oh, have you seen it all?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, good. Yeah,
They have like a movie or something. We haven't seen a movie, but
no, there's not a movie because J.K. Simmons comes in the later seasons.
Her!
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm terrible with names, but yeah, I remember.
And just to clarify, I liked her when I was younger. Now she's a teenager.
Yes. Teenager pick liked teenager Wendy.
Yes.
Adult pick would like adult Wendy, but not teenager Wendy. Well,
I married a
that'll
redhead,
pick.
so there we
Likes his
go.
wife, yeah. This is an interesting tidbit. Literally not with regards to anything that we're talking about, but when you're streaming, you can in vertical format, I can pop it out as a player.
Oh, that's nice.
Because I was saying, like when Matt was streaming in a horizontal format, I couldn't tab out of it.
Captive audience.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Wendy is the goat. Yes.
Gravity Falls is great. I'm trying to. It's popping up into my head. 'Cause my kids watch that as well, and they love it.
It's Gravity Falls and Avatar, man.
Oh, Avatar. It took me so long to convince Matt to watch Avatar. Unbelievable.
That's because you were constantly trying to break up with me.
Well, maybe I wouldn't have been if you would have watched Avatar.
Yeah, well
sooner.
then maybe I didn't want to like get threatened to watch a show, and then like halfway through, I'm gonna break up with you, and then it's like, oh, I'm never gonna finish the show now because I was thinking of this stupid woman.
And
There is no Warren Bossing say.
There's no war in Bossing, say.
Yeah.
it's
You
so
look
hard.
different. Yeah, yeah. There's no war.
Yeah. The Cabbage Man. It's like my favorite.
My
one.
cabbages!
My cabbages!
Yes. My favorite thing is still Secret Tunnel.
Secret Tunnel.
Or Flamio Hot Man.
Yes. I am flaming. Oh, I need to watch that again. That's one I can't get my kids into because like they're both still that young enough. They're not patient to like watch a story and understand it completely.
Mm-hmm. Right.
My daughter's getting there, but
And Legend of Korra is trash.
Legend of Korra started out good, but yeah.
my argument is it's fine. Like I wish the ending is brutal. I'm just like, okay, so you destroyed the entire line of avatars.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You royally messed up. It wasn't like, oh, I did this for good reason. It's like, dude, you just freaking like.
You just messed up, and then it's like, oh.
We're supposed to feel good about that. You just
Yeah.
destroyed all your past selves, and like,
We're supposed to feel bad for you. No.
no, because all of it was their own fault.
Yeah.
Like,
If you guys hear any thumping, the puppies are beside us in their pen and they're playing around.
Yep.
Since Pick Slayer shared such a nice poems, I will send one of my favorite artsy videos in the media sherry thingy because I like it a lot. Yeah, do that.
Yep.
Do it.
I would normally watch it on stream, but I can't.
Can't do it.
I can't do it. But I will watch it.
I'll watch it. Discord's not pulling up for me. Like it's showing the thing where it only shows like 4 channels.
Oh.
That's weird. It's fine.
My eyes are dim, I cannot see. I've not brought my specs with me. Did you never sing that song?
No.
You
Never
guys are
was.
missing out. So that's a song you say that, and then you get to choose like a rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
And like when I was a kid, usually I would camp with like my extended family, which was huge,
Mm-hmm.
and you'd have to like think of your rhyme because you'd be like, "There's a frog sitting like a dog in the store," because it's all about someone who's like lost their glasses, and so they're like, "What the fudge am I seeing?"
I like it. You want to attempt the 1-word story game?
Yes.
The word.
Okay.
Matt, do you have the mental? I will ask you first. Do you want to?
I can attempt to make
All
my
right.
faculties functional.
Well, the nice thing is you only have to say 1 word.
Yeah,
Yay.
that's right. Matt's just like the.
Penis.
All right.
There he starts.
Once
In
A.
bazillion.
inches.
I.
Found
The
Son.
period.
No! I wanted so bad to go to what Matt and I were talking about. Was.
Gay.
Perfect. We can't end the best story.
best story. Once in a bajillion inches.
I found the
Your
sun.
son, he was gay.
The Son was gay.
Why?
Best
This is why we can't have things. I found the sun.
After.
No, the puppies are upset. They're like, that word on YouTube.
It used to be happy. We don't care.
It's actually really looks pretty on the stream.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys who are watching the stream thinks it looks pretty, but I think it looks pretty.
What's this?
The fire.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
love fire.
trying to get more.
It's really dark on the phone capture.
Well, of course, with the lights being sucked
The
in.
twist,
by
the
fire.
setup, the delivery, pure perfection.
Oh, man. One story game. Eh?
Those are always good.
They are.
You never know what's going to be said.
Oh,
It's better when it's like with 4 or 5 people. That's
Yeah.
3 is good. 4 and 5 is the best.
Guys, unexpected trendy. You gotta pop in for this next one. We gotta wait for the leg for them to catch up to where we are.
Oh, that's funny.
oh. I'm so tired.
You're so tired.
I'm tired.
It's not like you knocked down a bunch of trees or anything today.
That shouldn't have been too much work. A lot of skid steer stuff.
Yeah. I still say it was all the driving yesterday. You're still recovering from that.
That definitely didn't help.
You just want me to use the rest of the wood?
You know what? We'll keep throwing on as we keep going.
Okay.
You know,
Sounds good.
if we keep going, great. If we start thinking, yeah, we're fucking done, then no more wood.
Once we see stars, then I'm good.
Oh, good. Only 3 hours left.
I see. What?
There's only 3 hours left.
What?
I told you, we're going to see stars around midnight.
That's 10:42.
Oh, okay.
So it's like 3 hours. I'm like, oh.
I'd like to go to sleep before, you know, that. Before 2.
Yes. What?
I just, out of curiosity, I started browsing Reddit, No Sleep,
Oh, goodness.
and the one is called "The Megalodon Won't Leave Me Alone."
She's big, she's fat, she's a megalodon.
No, what the heck, Matt?
She
That's
broke
so
down my door and took my toe.
No, this book here is inspired by a no sleep story. The artist, the author, made this story originally on no sleep, and they improved it in the book.
Nice.
Yep.
Get a lot of blue flame.
Yeah, it's good. Like this is like once the flames die, this is the best time to cook mallows because the flames won't catch it on fire.
Yeah.
So you can just cook it really good over the coals.
Oh my gosh. Matt, can I get you to read a story?
Sure.
It's really long.
How long?
Oh.
If it's super long, you get me a drink and I'll do it.
Yeah.
What's the story called? What's the top of it?
My wife.
Has been peeking at me from around corners of my furniture.
Yes.
It's gone from weird to terrified.
I know these stories. These are good.
Yeah, I found someone made a thread about like what's the
Oh,
best.
fucking long.
I was like, you gave that. That's a long
I can look for
story.
a different one. There's 3 suggested that are like the top no sleep ones.
That one's a good one. What were the other
But
two?
also I want to check to make sure it doesn't overlap with your book one.
Oh no, it's fine. There might be one of them.
I'll read it, but I want a drink.
One drinky.
2 drinkies now.
What are
Cool
the other two that
drinkies?
pop up there? If you look for.
Can I borrow my phone again?
What other 2?
Because if the other one's better, I'll tell you. Like,
Oh, okay.
Something goes by my house whistling at 3:03 a.m. and my wife has a removable face.
Wife has a removable face.
the whistling one is pretty good.
The comments say the wife one.
You start well. No, I won't say what it is, but
Well,
I can spoil this. They are tied to each other.
oh,
The wife one and the husband one. They're tied to each other.
The husband?
But like the story of like my wife is peeking around corners.
Yeah.
And then another one where it's like
Whistling? It says that my wife has a removable face.
maybe it's not that. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of it.
Okay, I'll be right back. reading without me, are you?
Well,
I would be so sad.
so real quick, Meat Canyon and Wendigoon have a show called Creepcast.
Yeah.
That's where I heard that one. So I'm like, they plugged an hour or two into like the whole, like all the story sides. I don't know about that specific one, but like, I don't know how long that one is. So
This is a pretty long
thread.
Yeah. I could probably chug through it in a bit. It'll be a long one, but it'll be a fine.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a fun one for sure.
Give it a shot.
Could
We'll
do,
give it a shot,
could
right,
do the
guys?
cringy ones that are.
Ew,
that's,
no.
That's creepypasta.
We don't want to do that.
You don't want cringy ones? Come on.
Why would we do cringe?
It's funny.
Well,
It's like it would be scary when you were a teenager, and that's just like fun to read later on. There's one called Ticky Toby and Smiling Jack, or yeah, Smiling Jack. Those are fun ones.
I don't know where Chrome is there from. That's not where it was.
Oh, what's the other one that's really funny? I'm gonna look into the whistling one. That one sounds really familiar.
All right. Thank you, my darling. All right, let's begin. My wife has been peeking at me from around corners and behind furniture. It's gone from weird to terrifying. Should I move closer to the camera?
Trinda, unexpected. Does he need to move closer to the camera?
You need to move closer to the camera. Can you guys hear me fine? You're heading out, Trinda? Okie dokie.
Night, Trinda.
Night, Trinda.
Thanks for hanging out.
See you, Trinda.
Flesh with it. I should probably sleep, to be honest. I drank a bit too much and didn't eat beforehand. I woke up with the first ever raging hangover today. But at the same time, fuck it, we ball. It's not too quiet? Excellent. Alright. Oh, it's so fucking long, though.
You don't have to do it if you don't want to, though.
It's so long.
Come on.
Yeah, get me a new one. Give me a small one. I cry.
Okay. I gotta look through this one. The one with the man whistling at 3:03.
Oh, there's the first star.
Yeah, I saw that one.
To the left?
Straight up? Yeah.
Straight up. Oh, there.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Then two. We're at two now.
Mhm.
2 stars.
Yep, that one's a good one. Something walks whistling past my house every night at 3:03.
How long is that one?
That one's a little shorter, I would say.
Super long.
I gotta look at them. I'm trying to compare the size for you. You can read that other one.
Now the other one's really long.
My wife peeks at me around corners. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's so long.
It is a long one. Let me see. Oh yeah, that was... smoke! Okay. My vote would be something whistles at 3:03. Like I said, it's a longer one, but it's
Not as long as the wife.
It's not as long as the wife one, and I still think it's a pretty good one.
All right.
And I can swap if you need to. I'll just pull it up on my side and follow along.
Okay.
In case you need a voice break.
Oh, I should be okay, but let's see. How long is this one? This is what you guys call short, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to the other one.
Compared to the other one, it's short, yeah. All right. Okay, here we go. Something walks whistling past my house every night at 3:03. Just like that, story's over. Every night, no matter the weather, something walks down our street whistling softly. You can only hear it if you're in the living room or the kitchen when they walk by, and it always starts at exactly 3:03. The sound starts faint, somewhere near the beginning of the lane, near the Carson place. We're towards the middle of the street, so the whistling moves past us before fading away in the direction of the cul-de-sac. When I was younger, my sister and I would sneak into the kitchen some nights to listen. Mom and Dad didn't like that, and we'd catch hell if they found us. But they were never too hard on us, since we always stuck to the one big rule. Don't try to look at whatever was whistling. My neighborhood is a funny place. I've lived here since I was 6, and I love it. The houses are small but well kept, good-sized yards, plenty of places to roam. There are a lot of other kids here my age. I turned 13 in October. We grew up together and would always play foursquare in the cul-de-sac or roam around from back porch to back porch in the summer. This was a good place to grow up. I'm old enough to see it. And there's only the two strange things here. The night whistling and the good luck. The whistling never bothered me much. Like I said, I couldn't even hear it from my bedroom. But Mom and Dad don't like talking about it. So I've stopped asking questions. My dad is a strong guy, tall and calm. He has an accent since he moved to the U.S. as a kid. His family, my grandparents, they're from the islands. That's what they call it. My dad, the only time he isn't so calm is if the whistler comes up. He talks a little quicker then, eyes move a little faster. And he tells us not to think about it so much and to always remember the one rule, the big rule. Don't try to look outside when the whistler goes past. Not that we could look even if we wanted. See, there are shutters on the inside of every window. Thick pieces of heavy canvas that pull down from the top and latch to the bottom of the window frame. Each latch even has a small lock about the size of what you'd find on a diary. My dad locks those shutters every night before we all go to bed and keeps the key in his room. My mom, I don't know what she thinks about the whistling. I've seen her out in the living room before at 3:03 when the sound starts. I could see her if I cracked my door open just an inch to peek. She's not out there often, at least I haven't caught her much. But once or twice a month, I think she sits out there on her big red couch just listening. The whistler has the same tune every night. It's cheerful. Da 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 dum da 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 dum. Remember how I said there are two odd things about where I live? Well, besides their night whistler, everyone in my neighborhood is really lucky. It's hard to explain, and Dad doesn't like us talking about this part much either. But good things just seem to happen to people around here a lot. Usually it's small things, winning a radio contest, or getting an unexpected promotion at work. Or finding some arrowheads buried in the yard. You know, the authentic kind. The weather is pretty good, and there's no crime. And everyone's garden blooms extra bright in the fall. A million little blessings. I've heard my mom living here. But the main reason we stay here, why we moved here in the first place, is my sister Nola. She was born very sick, something with her lungs. We couldn't even bring her home when she was born, only visit her in the hospital. She was so small, I remember, small even compared to the other babies. A machine had to breathe for her. We moved into our house here to be closer to the hospital. As soon as we moved here, Nola started getting better. The doctors couldn't figure it out. They chalked it up to whatever they were doing, but we all could tell they were confused. But my parents knew, even I knew, Nola getting better was just another of the million little blessings we got for living in our neighborhood. So that's why we stayed, even after we found out that for every small miracle that happens here every day, now and then, some bad things happen. But they only happen if you look for the Whistler. See, our neighborhood has a welcoming committee. They show up with macaroni casserole in a gift basket and a manila folder whenever someone new moves in. They're very friendly. 4 people showed up when we moved in 7 years ago. The committee made small talk, gave me a Snickers bar, and took turns holding Nola. It was her first week out of the hospital, so they were extra careful. Then the committee asked to speak to my parents in private. So I was sent to my room where I still managed to nearly hear every word. The welcoming committee told my parents about how nice the neighborhood was. Really exceptional, hard to explain kind of nice. And then they told my parents about the even harder to explain whistling that happened every morning at 3:03 and ended at the tick of 3:05. The group, our new neighbors, warned my parents that the whistling was quiet, would never harm or hurt us, as long as we didn't look for what was making the sound. This part was stressed, and I pushed my ear into the door, straining to hear them. People who went looking for the whistler had their luck change, sometimes tragically. A black cloud would hang over anyone that looked. Anything that could go wrong would. The manila envelope the committee brought over contained newspaper clippings, stories about car crashes and ruined lives, public deaths, and freak accidents. Not everyone dies, I heard the head of the committee tell my dad, but the life goes out of them. Even if they live, there's no light in them ever again, no presence. My mom, I could tell she wasn't taking it seriously. She kept asking if this was some prank they play on new neighbors. At one point, my mom got angry, accusing the committee of trying to scare us out of our new home. Asked them if they were racist on the account of my dad being from the islands. My dad calmed her down, told her he could tell our new neighbors were sincere, and they were just trying to help us. He explained that he grew up hearing these kinds of stories from his mom and that he knew that there were some strange things that walked among us. Some of those strange things were good, and some were bad, but most were just different. After the committee left, Dad went out to the hardware store, bought the canvas blinds, the latches, and the locks, and installed them on every window in the house after dinner. That first night in our new home, I crept out of my room at 3 a.m., only to find my dad awake, sitting on the living room couch, holding my baby sister. My dad held up his finger in a shush motion, but patted the couch next to him. I sat, and we waited. At exactly 3:03, we heard the whistling. Da 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 dum, da 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 dum. It came and it went, just like our neighbors said. The whistling returns each night, and we never look, and we enjoy our million little blessings every day. Nola breathes on her own, and she's grown into a strong, clever girl. My dad even joined the welcoming committee. We don't get when a new family moves in. We don't get when new neighbors often. Why would anyone want to leave? But when a new family moves in, my dad and the committee bring the macaroni casserole, a gift basket, and the manila folder. I can always tell by the look on my dad's face when he comes back if the family took the committee seriously or if we'd be getting new neighbors again very soon. Not long ago, a family moved in directly next to us. The previous owner, Miss Maddie, passed away at age 105. She lived a good, long life. Our new neighbors seemed like they'd fit in just fine. They believed the welcoming committee, took my dad's advice about the locking shutters since they had a young child of their own, and whatever newspaper clippings were in the manila envelope, whatever evidence, my dad never let us see. But I imagine it must have been awful convincing, since our neighbors got along with no issue for the first month.
That's okay.
Ugh. One night, when our new neighbors had to leave town, they sent their son, Holden, to stay with us. He was 12, a year under me in school. I didn't know him well before that night, but as soon as his parents dropped him off after dinner, I could tell it was going to be a bad time. Ugh. Do you know who was always out there whistling every night? Holden asked the moment the adults left the room. The three of us were sitting in the den, some Disney movie playing idly on the television. My sister and I exchanged a glance. We don't talk about that, I said. I think it's that weirdo who lives in the big yellow house in the corner, Holden said. Mr. Tolles? My sister asked. No way. He's really nice. Holden shrugged. Must be a psycho killer, then. Nola tensed. We don't talk about it, I repeated. Let's go to my room and play Nintendo. We spent the next few hours playing games, eating popcorn, and then watching movies. A typical sleepover, but I could see Holden was getting antsy. After my parents had wished us a good night, locked the blinds, and gone to bed, Holden stood up from his beanbag and walked over to where Nola and I were sitting on my bed. Have you ever even tried looking? He asked. It's nearly time. Like most sleepovers, we conveniently ignored any suggestion of a bedtime. I was shocked to see he was right. It was almost 3 a.m. I sighed. We don't. See, I can't. I can't even try to look because my dad locks the blinds every night and hides the key, he continued, ignoring me. So does our dad, said Nola. No, replied Holden. No, he doesn't. You saw him do it, I said. A little sharper than I meant to sound. Holden grinned. Your dad locks the blinds, yeah, but he doesn't hide the key. He keeps it right on his normal keychain. So, I asked, worried I already knew what he would say next. Was that my dad didn't bother hiding the key anymore after all of these years because he knew we took it seriously. So, after your dad locked up, well, before your parents went to bed, I went to the bathroom. On my way, I may have peeked into their room, and I may have seen your dad's keychain on his nightstand. And I maybe went and borrowed the key to the blinds. Nola and I stared, and his grin only grew wider. You're lying, I said. Holden shrugged. You can check it if you want. Just open your parents' door and look. You'll see his keychain right there on the nightstand. Stay here, I told both of them. Don't move a muscle. I hurried over to my parents' room, but hesitated at the door. If Holden wasn't lying, my dad would be angry. Beyond angry. I was scared thinking about it. But more scared of an open window with the Whistler right outside. I opened the door barely an inch and looked in. It was too dark to see. Taking a deep breath, I walked into the room. 2 steps into the dark and I froze. The whistling had started. And I could hear it clearly from my parents' room. I never realized, but they must have heard the sound every night since we moved into the house. They never told us. I don't think I could have slept through it. I stood there, listening to the whistling come closer, unsure whether I should turn on a light or call out for my dad. Soft sounds from the living room brought me back to reality. Nola, I yelled, running out of my parents' room. Holden and Nola were standing near the front door next to a window. Holden wasn't lying. I could see him fumbling with the lock on one of the blinds. I heard a click. He did have the key. Holden let out a quick laugh. Nola stood next to him, hunched up, afraid but maybe curious. The whistling was right outside our house now. I think I made a sound, called out. I can't remember. Time felt frozen, clock hands nailed to the face. But I found myself moving. I'm not fast. I've never been athletic. Somehow, though, I covered the space between myself and Nola in a moment. My eyes were locked on her, but I heard Holden pull the blind all the way down so it could release. I heard the snap of it start to rise, and I heard the whistling just on the other side of the window. But I had my arms around Nola, and I turned us so she was facing away from the window. At the same time, I jammed my eyes shut. The blind whipped open. The whistling stopped. I felt Nola shaking in my arms. Don't look, okay? I told her. Don't turn around. We were positioned so that she was facing back towards the hallway, and was facing the windows. My eyes were still closed. I felt her nod into my shoulder. I reached out with the arm not holding Nola and tried to touch Holden. My hand brushed against his arm. He was shaking, worse than Nola. Holden, I asked. Silence. I reached past him and gingerly felt for the window, eyes still sealed shut. The glass was cold against my fingertips, colder than it should have been for that time of year. I moved my hand up the window, searching for the string to the blind. The glass began to get warmer the further I reached, and there was a gentle hum feeding back into my fingertips. I tried not to think about what might be on the other side of the window. Finally, I touched the string and yanked the blinds shut. I opened my eyes. In the dim light leaking out from the kitchen, I could make out Holden, pale and small, staring at the now closed window. Holden, I asked again. He turned towards me and he screamed. Everything became a flurry of motion. Lights sparked to life in the hall, then the living room. My parents' footsteps thudded against the hardwood floor. I didn't turn to look back at them. My eyes were glued to Holden. He was pale, had bit his lip so hard that there was a thin red line of blood running down his chin, and he'd wet himself. What happened? My dad asked from behind me. I managed to swivel away from Holden and look back. He looked. I've never seen my dad scared before, but I saw it that night. In that moment, an ugly old terror stitched on his face. A parent's fear. Just Holden, he mouthed to me. I nodded yes. My dad let out a breath. He looked so relieved, I nearly expected him to cheer. But then he turned to Holden, and my dad's face changed. I wonder if he felt bad for feeling good that Holden was the only one that looked. There was a knock at the door. We all froze, Holden whimpered. Don't answer it, my mom said. She stood at the threshold of the hall. I'd always thought she was a skeptic and just humored my dad about the windows and the whistler, but that night we were all believers. I noticed that both of my parents held baseball bats that must have been taken from their bedroom. The knock came again, a little louder this time. Please don't open that door, Holden whispered. My dad walked over to him, hugged him close. We won't, my dad promised, still holding his bat. Nothing is coming in here tonight. This time, the knocking was loud enough to rattle the door. Holden screamed again, and Nola clutched my arms around my neck. My mom came up and knelt down next to us, wrapping my sister and me close. Call the police, my mom whispered to my dad. The knocking instantly stopped. My dad looked over his shoulder at us. Do you think he was cut off by a frantic knocking that trailed off to the polite tap, tap, tap? Police, something said from the other side of the door. The voice from outside sounded exactly like my mom, like a parrot repeating the words back to her. Police, call the police. Tap, 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 police. My mom pulled us closer. Police, 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 police. Please stop, I heard her whisper. I don't think calling them will help, my dad said. How will we know when they're the ones at the door? The knocking came back harder than before. The door shook. Then it stopped. After a long moment, I heard the knocking again, but it was coming from our back door. We all turned together towards the back door, but the knocking immediately returned to the front door. Front to back to front, loud, then quiet, then loud again. Suddenly, the sound was coming from both doors at once, big, heavy blows like a sledgehammer. Then something started rapping against all the windows in the house, then the walls. It was like we were living inside of a drum with a dozen people trying to play at once. Or we were a turtle and something was attempting to claw us out of our shell. Stop, Holden yelled. The knocking died. I won't tell, Holden said, staring at the door. I promise I won't tell anyone what I saw. Just please go away. We waited for nearly a minute. Then we heard it. A soft tap, tap, tap coming from the window Holden had looked through earlier. Holden started to cry, sobbing like a prisoner watching gallows being built outside their cell. My dad held him, brushed his hair, but never lied to him. Never told him things would be okay. The tapping at the window went on for the rest of the night. We huddled together in the living room for I don't know how long. Eventually, my mom tried to take us kids into my room while my dad stayed to watch the door. But the second we moved into the bedroom, the knocking came back so loud it wasn't possible to ignore. I was afraid the door couldn't take it. We went back to the living room and the knocking stopped, only the tap, tap, tap on the window remained. None of us slept that night. The tapping stopped around 7 a.m. That's about the time the sun came up here. We waited about 2 hours before my dad opened the blinds from one window. He made us all go back to my parents' bedroom first. I heard him open the door, then come back. Okay, he told us. It's done. Holden's parents came back around lunchtime. My mom and dad walked Holden over to his house, and they all went inside for quite a while. Nola and I watched from the window. She stuck to me the whole day, right at my side, sometimes holding my hand. When my parents came back, they looked grim, but wouldn't tell us what they said to Holden's family. It was a Sunday, so we all spent the day together, ordered pizza, and watched movies. That night, everyone slept in my room. Nola and my mom in the bed with me, and my dad in a chair he pulled over. There was no knocking that night, or any night since. We didn't see much of Holden or his parents for the rest of that week, but by Thursday, there was a moving truck in their driveway. Nola and I watched them packing up the whole afternoon after school. What sticks with me most is how tired Holden and his parents looked. All three had the same pallor, grim mouths and lightless eyes. Even from across the street, I could tell something was very wrong. Holden and his family were gone before sunset. I remember what the original welcoming committee said to my parents when we moved in. Not everyone who looks at the Whistler dies, but even those that live have the light go out of them, and the rest of their lives are full of misfortune, a million little tragedies. I think Holden's parents must have looked, either to comfort him if they didn't believe, or share the burden if they did. I watched Nola some days, happy and young and alive, and I wondered if I'd been slower, if she'd looked out the window that night, would I have looked too? To comfort her, to share the burden. I'm glad I didn't have to find out. We still live in that house, in that neighborhood. We still hear our Whistler walking past every night. The blessings, the luck, the good things here are too good to leave. But we're careful. We don't have friends over to spend the night anymore. And my dad hides the key to the blinds very, very well. Not that I've gone looking. Some things you just don't need to look for.
Yay!
Yay!
Good job, Matt.
Yay! Okay,
No, Matt.
now we watch Stars. Oh, there's still only two.
There's a couple more.
Oh, there's a couple more.
Oh, that's one of my favorite no sleep stories.
Yeah.
I love that one. It's a creepy one.
It's creepy, but it's also not terrifying.
It's not terrifying, but you're like, just people living with like an eldritch being that's just like
Around.
just
Yep.
hanging around.
I like to whistle for 2 minutes every day. Don't get in my way.
Just don't look at me.
Yep, just don't look at me.
But freaking Holden, the idiot, is just, I gotta look. Oh, I know. I gotta look. Let me make this little girl look as well.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's misery loves company, right?
Yeah.
It's that whole idea.
Yep.
Also, Mage says, this has been such a cute stream.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you're being sarcastic.
Oh, did you see a spark?
Yeah. I was just sitting there, so I was just. I'm watching.
Yeah,
It's
watching.
interesting. But it's
No.
also like, do you guys ever think about those things like, okay, so say you have the perfect life, but you must be asleep by 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt, you would die in like.
You know what? I would have to fight the eldritch being.
You'd have to stare into the eldritch being.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
The elders just come over like, well, you're gonna die. I'm like, dude, I can't sleep. Like, you're asking too much here. We gotta make a different deal. Well, you're gonna have to kill your firstborn. No, that's not gonna fly.
Yeah.
How about I kill my neighbor? I'll do that for you.
I just feel bad for the parents of Holden, where it's just like, well, either we let our kid just die or we join him, and it's like, as a parent, I'd probably be like, yeah.
I'd shoot the kid.
I'd be like, well, guess I'm joining you. I'd
Yeah.
be very pissed.
Just to shoot the kid.
Yeah. Or you just let him, like, go walk outside. Go walk to the Whistler.
Yeah.
He needs a buddy.
Yeah.
Put a GoPro on him.
Yep.
That was so weird about it, like imitating the mom's voice, though.
I think that's so cool. Because in
Yeah.
my head, I can figure, because it's just like, police, police, police.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so creepy. I love that one.
Yeah.
Trying
That
to make you
was
think,
a
hey,
good one.
mom's outside.
Mhm.
It's like trying to get you to open the door.
I think anything that steals the voice or the body or whatever of your loved ones. Like, I think when I was a kid, that's why I hated zombies so much.
Skinwalker stories are just the creepiest stories. Like, that's the one that would give me. Because if you like told me a legend, like there's skinwalkers that go through our like farm, and that, if you hear certain noises, that's the skinwalkers. And I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm never leaving. Like, as soon as I see nighttime, I'm in that basement, and I'm not coming out.
No. You know what? Might have to do that the same way like the Germans do the storytelling for their kids. Like, oh yeah, you know, he went to the forest and then, oh yeah, he got ripped limb from limb.
Yep.
He's dead now. Yeah, very good, very good.
Yep.
Don't do that, children.
Mm-hmm.
And then just for like to make it believable at some point, just like have like a stack of bones in the forest somewhere. Oh, you saw the bones. Oh, that is where he piles them when he is done.
You gotta contact a film crew and be like, hey, do you have any severed arms that I can borrow from your set?
Exactly. But no, we were watching IGP, and he was doing this. It's like a dinosaur survival game that's coming out soon.
Yeah.
And you're basically looking for your brother.
Uh-huh.
And the entire time you're going around, you're finding dinosaurs and like trying to find out how to live.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to this one point, and you can hear in the distance like, "Help! Help me!" And like all this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you start like, "Oh shit! Like maybe I should go check that out."
Yep.
So you start kind of hurrying, and you start peeking around a corner, and there's a velociraptor standing on like a ridge in front of you, and he's imitating someone's voice that the velociraptor had probably killed earlier.
Yep.
And the velociraptor is mimicking the voice to try and draw you in.
Yep.
And I'm just like, that stuff is terrifying.
No,
because I will say out here, this is a legitimate thing.
Uh-huh.
If you hear what you think is a baby screaming
in
the forest, you leave it alone.
Yep.
Not because it's some eldritch being, it's because it's a mountain lion.
Yeah, yeah. Mountain lions freaking... Yeah, we have the same thing.
Cougars are mountain lions.
Oh, yeah. We have the same thing out in Utah.
Or 60-year-olds.
Yeah. We have those too.
Yep.
We have those too. Mage says that's why you don't mess with the fairies, and people use the term skinwalker way too lightly. The legends of the skinwalker is really scary. Skinwalker isn't even what they're actually called because you can't even say or hear its name without being in danger.
Yep, there's the Wendigo. There's a couple names for them. It's like so creepy.
Did you watch Until Dawn or like play Until Dawn?
I watched it. I watched some
playthrough of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's creepy. That one's like
so creepy.
The first one was good. Every other
weird iteration
production of that company has been
production
so
of the
far.
company is garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them didn't even make sense. Like they have the branching paths, right? And if you took one path, it would just be like, and we didn't know how to take this path, so we're gonna take you back to the main path. And it's like this abrupt cutback.
Yeah.
Which, like, I get it.
Or it just kills everyone out of nowhere, and you're like, wait, what? How did that kill everyone? And you're like, oh,
yeah.
okay, sure.
It didn't feel like writing it, that's why.
Yeah, pretty much.
But there's also, and I don't know the exact mythology behind this or whatever, but there's this ranch, I believe, in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the Midwest or somewhere, somewhere kind of remote. And Porcupine Tree did a song about them.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically talk about these creatures that are always harassing their cattle and their livestock.
Mm-hmm.
And every time that they manage to catch one, it disappears. But when they see them, they're these giant jet black wolves that can stand on their back legs and have like glowing red eyes. And it's like, okay, well, that's classic, whatever.
Yeah.
But then they actually have photos, and there are these animals that are like almost as big as the cows. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's scary. Because all it takes is one pack. And all of a sudden, it's like, yeah, you have like 20 of them. But they're a super predator. They can take on a 2,000-pound animal. Yeah, it's just terrifying, man. The song's really cool.
Yeah.
Skinwalker Ranch. Maybe.
Yes, thank you.
Is that Skinwalker Ranch? Okay. I thought that was, it sounded familiar, but I was like, I don't know.
I think that's what the song was based on. And again, beyond that, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Because that was like the context of the song. It's like, yeah.
The wind keeps kicking my way.
I know.
Move the chair if you want.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
As soon as you move the chair, the smoke will move that way again.
It'll chase me. I notice.
Yeah.
No, those no sleep stories are just fun to read.
They are.
Yeah.
I like them. I was scrolling through some of the more recent things, and people were getting a little bit too flowery. I like it when they're just like
To the point.
to the point, but also like written in a way that like, because I thought the point of No Sleep was to write it as if it was actually true, and nobody's supposed to question whether it's true or not. They're supposed to just believe it's true.
Yeah.
But as soon as you get too flowery, like, my stomach felt
Yeah.
voluptuous. I don't know.
Voluptuous.
No, it's
My tummy was quite radiant.
yeah, like the story we just read. That's a good use of it. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's just like
absolutely.
it's not-
That was not too much, not too little.
yeah, that's a great example of how no sleep's supposed to be.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's really nice.
It's always funny because like these stories never bother me,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know why, but I'm always just like, okay, cool, it's not real.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there could be someone whistling outside your door at 3:03 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the schizophrenic down the road. And I'm sorry, that's just a byproduct of living near Surrey.
Yep.
You see all kinds of shit. It's like there's probably someone who just has a regular nap time of this drug.
All right.
Let's hold off on the wood for now.
Hold up. I was gonna say that's the last log.
Oh, well then fire it. Last log, that's what.
Last log.
Last log.
And
Beautiful.
then we'll just let it go, and then we'll be done.
Yeah. But those stories never scare me. They never get me worried. They never nothing, right? But I'll have dreams where it'll be something stupid like I'm watching the puppies.
Mm-hmm.
And then also one puppy is just being dragged away by something invisible across the field. And then into the forest and through the fence and gone. And it's screaming the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't keep up.
Yeah.
And that will get me. That will
Mhm.
make me terrified and panic and everything else.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Well, for me, there's like two things that'll scare the crap out of me when it comes to like horror tropes. For me, it's like just a human body doing things it's not supposed to be doing. Be it like a jaw descending past like
Body
what
horror.
body horror, or like some like the. It's a bad example because The Last Exorcist I still think does really well, where she turns around, walks up the stairs, like
yes,
just-
that's weird.
oh, like that stuff. It gets me probably the most.
Yeah.
It's not even like the demon stuff and like Ouija boards. Like I will never touch a Ouija board.
No, never.
Yeah.
Because it's just why touch it? Why
Tempt that?
why tempt that? You know?
Yeah.
But because because I won't tie religion too much, but my religious beliefs are like 1/3 of like spirits that betrayed heaven. I won't go into detail, but are here on this earth, here to tempt you, here to cause you issues, but also they can be manifested.
Yeah.
If you think of like demons from like Catholicism, stuff like that is real. Like that can happen. Not demons, but like evil spirits will try to get you because the idea is like they're never allowed to have a body, so they're going to try to use your body.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fudge that.
Yeah.
That's why I don't
You
touch
don't fuck
that.
around with that shit.
You don't want
You
to.
don't.
Like, why? Again, why screw with it? If I'm going to a foreign country and they're like, hey, don't screw with this thing,
Yeah.
the spirits will be angry. I'll be like, yes, I'm with you 100%.
Cool. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not going to do it. Whether I believe it or not, I'm gonna,
Just
not
don't
going to do
touch
that.
it.
You never know.
As soon as they're like, oh, but you must do this to appease the spirit. It's like, no.
As soon as it gets there, I'll be like,
No, I'm gonna leave. Bye.
You need to send us nudes. It'll appease the spirits.
That's right.
It'll appease my spirits.
This just in, Matt wants fixed nudes.
Hey, mac and cheese, man. Mac and cheese.
By the way, did you hear the coyotes? That was
Yeah.
your first little
They're,
foray.
they're being calm for you, man.
I
They're
know.
chill.
There's no shrieking going on.
Ever since Pitt got onto the farm, the coyotes
They
have
got
been
scared.
so
The
quiet.
Americans here.
Yeah.
They smelled gunpowder
They
and lead.
smelled the That's right. Here we come.
Gunpowder, lead, and scorched earth policy.
Yeah. I somehow snuck a gun across the border. They know
Don't
it.
say that.
Not before your flight. I'm just going to adjust this so the fire's a little bit.
Yeah.
Just be a little bit careful, Matt, about leaning forward. But
Okay. I won't do it then. But yeah, no, I agree. Body horror scares me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of stuff, like the heads turning or like all of a sudden little girls floating at you, that kind of shit. I'm like, oh, that's a little weird. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
But what was the one thing I was gonna say that also like freaks me out? Like of all the horror games I've played, like they can jump scare me.
mm-hmm.
They can have a nice setting, and I'm like, damn, okay, yeah, you're getting me here. I'm getting the spooks a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But the only game that has fucking got me is Fear 2.
Fear 2 is so.
That is the only one that got me good.
Fear 2 messes you up.
I got that game just out of high school, and I only finished it like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is not a game I like.
Yeah.
It always gets me because it's like, okay, cool, you've got this thing. You got guns. You can do whatever you want. You can shoot things, whatever. You have to shoot things.
Mm-hmm.
This one doesn't care that you have a gun.
No.
Yeah.
And she's the one making everything else.
Yep.
That gets me good.
There was a third Fear.
Yeah, there's a third one, but that one's more. That one turned into a shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what Mate said. He's like, the third one was super disappointing. I'm like, I didn't even know there was a
Yeah,
third
the
one.
third is like you can play co-op and it's just shooter together.
Yeah.
The story's fine,
Yeah.
but like the aspect of like what made this game scary is now gone.
Yeah, it stopped being a horror game.
Yeah.
It had horror elements because it was like, and we're going to eat a person's face off now.
Oh, yeah.
That's scary, right? No. Oh, well, if you got the wrong game, then bye.
Yep.
Thanks for your money, no refunds.
I think what I hate is either you're trapped in one of those spaces where it doesn't actually make sense, so you can't actually go from A to B because you're stuck in A, 8.1, 8.2.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like
it's
the
not. That's
back
not
rooms.
so
So
much.
like
Yeah.
claustrophobia. Okay, back rooms. Okay.
Yeah, I would say black rooms. Black rooms. The back rooms.
Uh-huh.
But then also like the unrelenting. Like I think that's what gets me about zombies, right? Is like
They're always there.
they're always there. One slip up and your barricade is down, and they could be in your camp. One slip up and someone who's been bitten gets into your camp. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I used to be really scared of the ghosties and stuff, but then while you're like, yeah, that stuff can't touch you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
As long as you don't mess with it first.
Exactly.
It's still one of those things that like, because I remember having this experience as a kid, was just having like what's it called, a night terror.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
That like I've only had it once or twice in my life, and I remember it vividly.
Yeah.
Because like my first one was like I woke up in the middle of the night and I just saw literally just a dark figure. Because like where my room was is you could look towards into the bathroom mirror,
Yeah.
and I'm literally seeing just someone standing in the mirror.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and I'm frozen. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa. I'm like, I know that's a person. There's no way that's not a person. And so I eventually like shake it off and I stand up and it's gone. And I'm just like, I shut my bedroom door and I was just like, no. And I like under the covers because you know that protects you from demons.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely.
demons can't get. That's in the Bible.
Yep, can't get under the covers.
Blanky is protection from the Lord.
Blanky is
Yeah,
protection.
make sure your toes aren't dangling over the edge of your bed.
Yep, they'll lick your toes.
They'll lick your toes. They can't drag you out by your toes, though. They can't do that.
Nope.
Nope. If more than like 10% of your body is under the blankets, you're completely
Oh
safe.
my
You're
gosh. Like those pranks where the people like hide underneath the bed and play the scary music and then grab like the
Yeah.
guy's legs when he
Fudge that.
I-
Oh, I would piss myself. You'd be covered in
I'd be
pee.
kicking someone. I'd be like,
I still want to see the joke one where it's like someone's underneath and like playing it like, hi, and all of a sudden you just see like a hand burst through the bottom of the mattress and grab them and like start pulling them through the mattress like,
No, stop.
the Doom music just starts playing.
You start shotgun cock when you start playing the scary music.
Even your radio just stops. Goes, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean it. Did not mean it.
I'm leaving now. Bye bye. Oh man.
Oh,
yeah,
it's good.
I don't know. I should say always, but like how would you scale the worst pot? Like let's not go Eldritch, but like in the realm of popular media, what is the worst kind of apocalypse situation? Like zombies, plague, shit like that. Like, what's your worst one?
I would say for me, for zombies, depend what kind of zombies we talking about. We talking.
It could be anyone. Like it could be zombies. It could be a plague. It could.
No, I'm saying
No,
like what type of zombies?
Like
Are we talking
World
about
War
Resident
Z?
Evil zombies, Walking Dead zombies, Left 4 Dead zombies?
Yeah.
What
If you're Left 4
variety?
Dead, I would just shoot myself. But
We would just want to go with classic walkers, like they're
Yeah.
slow but they're
Yeah.
massive.
yeah,
Okay.
for you the worst one. It could be any kind.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think a plague would mess me up, because like, if I didn't have family, I'd probably be okay. But like, me making sure my kids don't mess up.
Yeah.
Not once is like that's scary as a parent, because you're like you just like we read in the story. You as a parent, like you're like my kid messes up. Like
Yeah. And even for that one, it's like the kid didn't
know.
mess up. The kid literally. The kid chose to do it, and it took 10 seconds to fuck up.
Yep, and that's the thing though, is like it could be like one time they're like, oh, maybe I'm gonna help this person.
Yeah.
Let me help this person. It's like, no. But then it's like, again, depending on what the plague is, like it could take you quickly, it could take you slowly and painfully. Like worst, no, radiation. Never mind. Fallout. That's it. Because like, there's no coming back. There's no like, I'd rather the nuke take me out. Because what's going to be going on after is going to suck.
Yeah.
Because like you hopefully don't get radiation poisoning. Somehow, if you live, you're stuck in an area where everything is poison, everything can kill you, like, and you're trying to survive. You're just delaying the inevitable, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You can build a cool underground bunker, but guess what? You got to learn to grow food in that thing.
Yep.
And even then, like, humans have to have sunlight at some point. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
There's just so many things to think about.
there's so many things. I think that'd be one that would be the worst, is surviving a nuclear apocalypse, because you're just like, no matter how you choose to die, if you don't have a gun or something easy, it ain't gonna be fun.
No.
But yeah, that's mine. Nuclear
Maeve
apocalypse.
Maeve says, I have no mouth and I must scream type of AI apocalypse.
I have no mouth on the screen.
That makes me think of the Matrix. Like
Yeah.
that utter helplessness where you realize you're not in control of your world and all the rules that you
Oh, yeah.
thought were there
That would be crazy.
no longer.
No longer apply.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
That would be a nutty one.
How about you, Ari?
Yeah.
I think nuclear is terrible, but I'm like a broken record. But like zombies, like in I Am Legend, where they're fast and they
yeah.
climb walls
Fudge that.
And they're smart.
They're
and
smart.
and you can go out in the sunrise, but like as soon as the sun sets, then you're
screwed. You better have a hiding place,
like
or they
think
will
of
find
places
you.
like Alaska where you can have nighttime for
All the time.
You're just screwed.
even for us here.
Mhm.
We in the wintertime it gets dark so freaking fast.
Well, it gets light at 10 a.m.
Mhm.
and then it gets dark at 4 or 3
Yeah,
even.
and like
Yeah.
trying to do your like life things and again like always having to make sure that your barricades are up and
Hopefully
if
you didn't
they're
get
wrong-
followed.
yeah, right.
That's
And
the craziest part that happens to him. He gets followed in daytime, or like they followed him because he messed up and they brought him in a little late at night so they could follow and see where he went.
Yeah.
Watch that.
yeah.
Well, the thing is, like that in I Am Legend, they sleep during the day,
Yeah.
but they also are awake.
Yep.
So you can get stalked in the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, you just
That-
had to not check one corner.
Yeah.
Well, that scene in I Am Legend where he's like, so his dog runs into the building and he's clear. That is the best scary movie scene, like thriller, where he's clearing a building and it's dark and he's just his flashlights. He's like holding it up, like covering the flashlight, flashing it into a room, covering the flashlight, flashing it into a room.
Yeah.
And when he closes it and flashes in the room, and there's a bunch of them just sitting in a corner, like breathing, just, and he's just like, that gets me every time. It's a great movie.
I know,
love
and
it.
that's the thing. Like, I don't like Will Smith, but man, he did a good job in that movie.
That movie is
Yeah.
insane.
And like,
Yeah.
and again, like, you have your dog, and like him having to kill the dog at the end is just.
Oh, it's brutal.
Oh.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Oh yeah, spoiler.
No,
Watch
it's
the
fine.
Should've watched the movie,
Should watch the
boys.
movie.
All right, Matt, what's yours? Worst.
So I have 3.
Okay.
Not really in a particular order here.
Uh-huh.
Worst in terms of like absolute hopelessness, and again going by media. So again, realistic
media,
here is
yeah.
gone. The Hellsing Ultimate Alucard.
What's that one?
Have you not seen Hellsing Ultimate?
No.
So Hellsing Ultimate is basically Dracula, who instead of being killed, gets turned into the pet of the Hellsing family. And he has supernatural powers because he's considered a real vampire.
Yeah.
So he takes the life essence of every single person that he consumes.
Mm-hmm.
And his powers grow based on that.
Mm-hmm.
So he can kill or visit battlefields, right?
Yeah.
And he can draw the blood of the dead toward him
Mm-hmm.
to then have their souls locked up in him. And at any time, he can call them back as their forms as zombies to fight for him. So in Hellsing Ultimate, it's terrifying because like the city of London is getting attacked, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna fight because my master wants me to. He starts fighting. Well, he starts getting into a bit of a situation. He's like, okay, well, this isn't good for me. I'm going to consume the blood of every single person who has died in this city recently. So all of a sudden the streets are flowing with blood because all the blood is being drained towards him and he's consuming it. And then he just calls back these monsters to go kill more people so he can consume their blood to continue.
Fun.
And in the terms of Hellsing Ultimate, he basically got killed by a paradox.
Mm-hmm.
Not a paradox, by a paradox. The idea of Schrodinger's cat.
Uh-huh.
That's what kills him.
Yeah.
And it doesn't succeed. So he actually becomes even more powerful. It's a really interesting thing, but he basically can change his body. Has like what are they called? Like the Baskerville Hounds. He has them inside him as well. He has horses, like cavalry, whole 9 yards. And he can just summon them at will, transform his body. It's like the abridged says it really well because they make fun of at the very first scene. They make fun of Twilight because it's like, oh, Edward, you sparkle so much. Oh, Bella, I love you. There's a knock at the door. He's like, hold on, who is it? And from the other side, he's here. Oh, you know. And like 30 fucking rounds come through the door and just annihilate this vampire that's in there. And he opens the door and he's this like 7'5" tall man with a big red trench coat and just looks intimidating and goes, a real fucking vampire. That would be my probably my scariest one because just like it wouldn't be slow.
Yeah.
It would be at all times you are about to die.
Yeah.
And there is not much hope for you.
Mm-hmm.
So in that scenario, if he decided to take over the world or whatever,
He takes your soul and you're like just stuck in like that sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. That is the thing. Like your soul is in him for eternity.
Right.
Like he will actually keep you, and you're being tormented the entire time. Because from what it says, you feel the pain that he feels. So one of the people that is there gets shot. All of them feel that, so they're all mindless because of the pain. It's a weird thing. Second one, A Quiet Place.
really?
Yep.
Okay, explain
because
that one.
right now we would all be dead.
Well, yes, you could. Yeah.
Like that's what I mean, right? Like you could not even fart. You couldn't.
Yeah. Okay, Matt would be dead.
Yeah. You couldn't burp. You couldn't stub your toe and scream. You couldn't go, Airy.
Yeah.
like you would just be dead because something would be listening and be like, well, I don't like that noise, I'm going to kill you now.
Yeah.
But like, so the thing about the Quiet Place though that I never understood is like the fact that high frequencies bother them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that. In my opinion, if I didn't, oh, okay, I'm gonna stop poking it.
We're having too much fun.
Yes. So for me, so I was getting rid of the spark.
Very good.
If we didn't know their weaknesses, terrifying. But like,
Yeah.
if I knew their weaknesses, then it's like, okay, I know how to deal with this.
Well, and like, hear me out. With everything in your house, how would you make a high frequency noise?
Exactly. It's like it'd be.
I don't mean that to be like a rude, but like, how would you do it? Like, how would you create a feedback loop so loud it would actually immobilize them?
Yeah, it's like, well, shoving two microphones together tends.
Yeah.
They'll just like, and it's like.
But yeah, like.
But again, like that maybe kills one or stuns one for a second.
And the shotgun blast you use to kill it
brings more
and more. It's like, how much ammo do you have? How much time do you have?
Yeah, it's one of those things that, like, in my opinion, if it's early on, like, I'm sure day one, I haven't seen Quiet Place day one, that is terrifying to know. Like, oh crap, I'm learning. I literally can't make a noise, and you got to change your habits completely.
Yeah. Even walking.
Yeah, you got to walk
on sand or quietly and slowly.
That's what I loved about the first Quiet Place, was just showing, like, you have to do all these things, and that kid messes up one time and just.
Yep. Well, as a kid, he doesn't understand.
Nope, doesn't get it.
Well, and she was deaf too, right?
Yeah, one of them is deaf, so like she doesn't know that she's making a sound.
Yeah. Third one. Fuck me, I just forgot it. Cloverfield.
What? I haven't seen Cloverfield.
Cloverfield is it's a big monster movie, but it's also an alien invasion, if I remember right.
Kind of. So
what is it again? Yeah, I know it's big. I know there's a big monster. I know that.
From what I understand, an alien basically like plummets into the ocean nearby. And I don't hear me out. I've only watched Cloverfield. I haven't watched the other like 2 or 3 movies that are directly connected to Cloverfield.
Yeah,
that's the movie that made everyone nauseous in theaters.
No.
It was one of the first. It was part of the first like found footage kind of stuff.
Oh.
And I will say the other one is like, I don't want to spoil that one. That's actually one I want. Mm-hmm. I would recommend watching the other Cloverfield because it's like it's a scary movie, but it's also a take on human psychology.
Yeah,
it's super cool. It's super cool. I'd recommend the one with John.
Isn't the one in the cabin?
No.
Because the one where it's like you can't leave the cabin, and that's somehow in the Cloverfield universe, and it's a huge like psyop thing.
I can't remember that one.
I've watched a bit of like the backgrounds to it. I haven't seen the movies, but like I've seen like the explanations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know a lot about it.
That's one I won't spoil, even though it's an older movie. Like that one is just it's
good.
It's so good. That's one. But yeah.
But
can you explain more, at least on the first Cloverfield?
Like the big monster falls, from what I understand, into the ocean, rips the Statue of Liberty's head off, and uses it as a baseball. Mm-hmm. But then it's also making a bunch of minions and like hatching them.
Yeah, I remember that.
But then when they cut you, they don't have to kill you. When they cut you, the bacteria is so harmful to your body that your body will explode.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Because you'll get sick and you'll start feeling nauseous, and then like the one scene, it's like, oh well, this one's infected. We gotta go into this room, and everyone's like, no, they push them away, like, no, you don't want to see this. And as they're getting pushed away, they got the camera just to kind of flip back. And just one guy's got one arm, another guy's got another arm, and they're holding her steady. And all of a sudden, her body just like starts bubbling and bubbling and bubbling, and poof.
Yeah.
And it's just because they got cut by one of the little guys.
That would be okay. I can see that one.
Can I just say, like, I always go back to zombies though because it's people that you trust. Mm-hmm. Always, right? Like and I think that's like the scariest thing for me is like that, like our parents could be here and one of them could have been bitten, and they're sleeping at bed at night, and then we greet them in the morning and
zombies.
Oh, they're inside our house,
and you got to kill them. You got to kill like someone you love.
Whereas if it's always something like, I don't think it's contagious for the Cloverfield thing, right?
I don't know about that. I think they were thinking it might be at the beginning, but again, I only watched the first one.
It's not contagious. I will say that part I remember. It wasn't contagious, but it's just so easy to just get scratched. That's just like, well, guess you're dead.
Well, it's
Yeah,
even
yeah.
like if there's blood or something, right? And then you cut yourself on the blood.
Yeah.
Then it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're dead.
Well,
So, you good?
No.
Is
Yeah,
Smokey
yeah.
on your
I just
chair
thought I
again?
heard something over there, so I was like,
Oh, there's chickens. There's the cat.
I know.
there's-
Let's just make it a paranoid.
The coyotes aren't going to come near.
Oh, no. I'm sure Moose or May and Griffin will be like,
Oh, they'd freak out.
they'd be freaking out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Timmy!
Timmy's still playing with the mouse.
I think he went that way to get another one.
That's funny.
He's got to go.
All right.
Yet.
We can call it, though. I'm seeing enough stars. I see the Big Dipper.
Oh, dude, this is nothing.
I know. We can wait a little longer if you want me to.
When it gets dark, you can like you know how you see those footages sometimes from like National Geographic where you like see the belt of the galaxy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you see that here.
Oh, that's cool.
Like it's not as bright, it's not as touched up, obviously, but you see it.
That's cool.
So
I'm sure if I did a long exposure photograph, like I could get some good stuff. But
yeah, you
That's
could here. You could.
it is cool though. I'm seeing the Dipper like super prominently. Like, oh, shooting star! You saw that?
Yeah, there's lots of shooting stars, lots
That's
of
cool.
satellites.
That was cool though. That one flew. Like that wasn't definitely not a satellite.
No.
That was cool.
Oh man. How's stream, dear?
good. We got Mage.
We got
Mage wants
Mage.
to chip in.
Wants to chip in.
Well, about the AI, the apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
He was explaining the Well, Mage doesn't want to chip. May has chipped in, I should say.
There you go.
Did it I Must Scream type of AI apocalypse. I didn't know this. I didn't know what this was, but the AI and I Have No Mouth has killed most of humanity, and it keeps a handful of them to torture them, and he has them connected to a matrix that he has complete control over.
Mm-hmm.
So that reminds me of the Matrix.
Yeah, that sounds like just the Matrix, but a lot less hopeful.
Yeah. No
Mhm.
resistance faction.
Nope. Just death. No, most of the Black Mirror stuff is really good.
Yeah.
That's what I think of. It's just like anything with AI is Black Mirror.
Mm-hmm.
It's still. I'll spoil one episode. I think. So, this is more not a scary thing, but it's just like, I know this is happening in real life because they did it before like COVID happened and VR chat was a big thing. So, this guy's like in a VR game and he's fighting online against a player, and the player is playing a woman. He doesn't know, and so he's just fighting against the other player, and then like because you're in virtual, you can decide not to fight, and maybe you just talk things through. But this guy is also married, and he starts developing an attraction to this other player because his wife's like not helping him. They give it justifications, whatever.
Yeah.
His
Mhm.
marriage isn't good. The VR is so good, he starts having physical relations with this person in VR. And so they keep going, and it's just like, I want to meet you in person. And he's like, and they're like, no, you don't. You don't want to meet me in person. He's like, yeah, I do. So they meet in person. It's like the dude's best friend.
Oh damn!
And the dude's best friend knew it was him, but he was
damn.
gay for him. And so that happens. That's the reveal. It's just like, wait, what? And so they just, if I remember right, they don't talk, but they go back to just talking in VR, like it never happened. Like he never found out, because like they totally like get it on in VR. They have sex, like it's freaking crazy, and it's just like, oh, that was my best friend that I just did that with, and like, yeah, that's one of the episodes. Like that one's a crazy one, where it's just like shoot. But then it's, again, we got VR now. Like you never know who's on the other side of the screen. Like,
Wasn't there a Leap of Company mod that connected to a butt plug?
yeah, exactly.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We're already there.
But yeah, no, there's other Black Mirror episodes are great.
I think my favorite Black Mirror. Well, not like favorite.
Timmy, come here, buddy.
Timmy,
What's up, Timmy?
come on, please, can you get?
That moon glow over there that's really cool. How bright the moon is over there.
Timmy.
Yeah.
Behind the trees.
I didn't
There
think
we
about
go.
that. I was
I knew if you flipped a log, like you're gonna catch it pretty good.
Oh yeah. Hey Timmy, come here, bud.
So if you flip this one,
and Mages, it's like the Matrix, but the AI that has them isn't logical at all. It's just a monster.
it's just doing what it wants.
What is this? Is this a movie, Mage? I want to see it. I want to watch it.
Timmy.
I need to know more.
That's some good.
I'm excited for our next October sesh with Amanda. Well, if Amanda's gonna do it again, I don't know.
That'll be fun.
That would be fun.
But no,
It's your book. Oh, damn.
Harry won't read it then.
Eric can't read.
I can't read. I don't have that capability.
No, I will say if anyone's interested in stories like that, I'm not saying all the time. If they ever wanted it, I'm so down to like just do a story.
Yeah. We're still waiting for your chapter. Do you have enough light?
I can feel my voice going. Maybe another time.
Yeah,
Another time.
yeah, that
Like
sounds
my
good.
voice has been kind of scratchy and struggling.
Yeah, no. The last thing we want to do is sap you of all ability to talk before you need to talk to customs.
It's like even that last poem, I was kind of like, I was like dying. I'm like, I can't read this properly.
Yeah. Fair enough.
No, if anyone likes them, like, I'm not saying it all the time. Definitely not like, and I want to do that all the time. But if people liked it, I'm always down.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I love it.
I love scary stories. It's always a good time.
I'm just really enjoying this campfire vibe.
I
It's been
know.
our first fire in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna douse the shit out of it.
Yep.
Yep.
Maybe
It did a
we'll
good
just,
job
like-
here, though, like keeping any sparks
Yeah.
from underneath. It did a good job. Yeah. I could see it being an issue if you built it taller.
I don't let you go, dude. You gotta go back inside. You're so mad at me right now.
Yeah, he's like, what the
Let
fudge?
me go. I want to go.
I want to
I say
live.
no.
Let me live.
Mm.
Oh, boy. Oh, there's
So
satellite.
nice. I always love like when the night sky gets a little bit darker and you do truly look like you're caught in like a dome.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Maybe we are in a dome.
We're on a flat Earth.
No. Can't be. My love, would you please take him back?
Yeah, I would.
He needs to go to bed, you guys. The child needs his nap.
You must sleep. But no.
I think we'll have to break.
I'm
Yeah, I think so.
good. I don't want to stay up too late tonight.
I don't know.
We're pushing midnight, and that's good enough.
Yeah.
I'm seeing enough stars. I'm happy.
Okay.
But there's
Just-
more.
I was gonna say it makes me sad because this is nowhere near as good as it gets.
No, I know.
It just gets. Oh. I wish I had a good camera that could actually take night sky photos, because literally from there to there, it's just
That's
hundreds
so
of
cool.
thousands of stars.
That's cool.
Just beautiful.
Yeah. Next time we.
Mhm.
I hope that just sucks because if we did the Saturday night, we would have been fine.
Oh yeah. Well, Saturday night was smoky though.
It was smoke. It was smoky, and the wind was crazy. So
Yeah.
like not a shot.
No, we couldn't have done this outside at least, but
Nope.
no. But
Yeah.
if you want to hurt yourself, you can come back in the winter because the sky is so clear.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's so clear, and you can just see all of them. And it's, I think it was -30 and snowing the one day, like lightly snowing. And I would look up, and it was just like almost like you're in a snow globe. But you
Yeah.
look up, and you're watching all the stars. It was just amazing.
Let's see. Let me figure out how my wife did it. You can do a long exposure photo on iPhone, but I just can't remember how to do it. Let's see if I can get that work, or did it do a video? It did a video. Try again.
So much energy stored in the wood.
Yeah. Yeah, I give up. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, there's a way to do it. Long exposure pictures are awesome.
Demon stayed in.
I put demon in.
I don't know. It's
Okay.
if you save and when using it, cheap anyway.
All right. We want to close out stream.
Yeah.
Get a little lights just to close it out. Get some sleep. What time? We leaving?
You know what? I think we'll leave at 8. We'll get down
Yeah.
there by 10,
Cool.
and then from there we have a little bit of time to,
Okay.
do anything, and then get you to the airport.
To
Cool.
pop around. All right. Good night, Mead.
Good
Hanging out with
night.
us, sir.
Bye-bye.
Also, last little comment from Age. Random little news fact that just popped into my head. The team that made Nikkei and Stellar Blade is making an open world gacha with an Unreal Engine 5.
Ooh.
I think I'm done with virtual gachas for now, but I'd be curious to see what it looks like.
If it's not FGO, I ain't playing it. It's so bad.
They're sure pretty though.
What do you want the pokers?
We'll just leave them in there so they can cool down.
Okay.
But good night. If it was Fate based and it was a open world game, I'd play it.
Yeah.
But because it's not, I do not care.
Nope.
Yeah, go for it. Keep turning it.
Oh, to the left, right?
Yeah.